here for Relive Sports, being joined very shortly by Franny. There is a bit of a meeting mix-up on the Zoom side of things that we're trying to figure out at the moment, but that's okay because the game is delayed from starting anyway at this time. And there's Fran. Good afternoon. Hello, everybody.
Good
There's currently
afternoon.
two of him, and I will have to fix that. There is currently two of you on my side.
Yeah,
Nope,
there's
that's the
two of
wrong
me and none
window.
of you
There we
either.
go. There's me. Now there is one of you, and now there is one of me. All right. We are all set and ready to go in that case. The game is a little bit delayed to get off and going. The Utah Jazz game and Denver Nuggets game went a little longer than expected, despite the blowout there. A decisive win for. Hold on, who win? It was a decisive win for Denver, I believe. I was not paying that close attention, to be honest. Um, we'll figure that out in a second. No, for Utah. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yes, a decisive win for Utah by 24 points to only 88. Quite a blowout there. A lot of the subs getting in the late action. But since they basically play only on one network, we have to wait for the game to finish before the next one can start. Very similar to how the NCAA does it when we are in the tournament. All right, Fran, are you set up on your side, or are we still?
Yeah, I should be ready in like 2 seconds. But
Okay. All right. Good. Um,
I,
we are just
the
in
Zoom meeting
commercials.
shouldn't. The Zoom meeting shouldn't have changed. So I'm so confused why the cameras are so off.
No, it shouldn't have, but I think you tried to join a different meeting, which had been previously canceled or something. I don't know. It's
Wait.
bizarre.
Oh.
You tried to join the meeting that you had been like the ongoing Friday afternoon one
No,
that you
I.
had.
It's like you're on a separate Zoom window. That's not.
Oh,
That's why it's not working. But it's fine now. I just have it to the other ones. We're good.
okay. Either way,
It's weird.
your mic's a little far, but I think the audio is going to come through when that gets fixed. Or not.
Okay, I'm good. Playoff commentary. Yeah. All right. Sweet. The title doesn't even change.
The title doesn't even change from the last one.
It doesn't even change. It's fine.
That makes things super easy. I think I had to
Yeah.
change on the YouTube side.
I just need
Yeah.
to. We'll just get when the game gets going. We'll have our on the court individuals out there. Put it at the bottom of the screen. We'll get that done shortly.
Wait, we have on the court individuals?
Or like the on the court thing. Like
Oh, oh,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Currently, right now, it's at the matchup predictor. It is should be set up and ready to go once the game gets going. Currently, the matchup predictor is predicting 60% win probability for the Celtics. For all of you betting folks out there, the Celtics are favored by 6 points tonight in this best of seven series. The series Celtics ahead 2-0, looking to make it 3-0 after tonight over the 76ers. And Fran, the Celtics have done this by basically a barrage from the outside. The three-point shooting hot for Boston with stars Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown just lighting it up from the outside.
Yeah, so I was it's been a pretty interesting series. I kind of always expected the series to be kind of leaning towards the Celtics way. And this it would have been interesting to be have our Celtics colleagues on because I actually think so I may be crazy in this rationale, but I actually think Gordon Hayward being injured puts the ball in Brown and Tatum's hands more. and they are by far. I mean, Hayward's good, but he's not going to go out there and get you 30. He'll get you 20 if you need it. He'll get you 15 and be pretty consistent. So you're getting more touches to the players that will score you the basketball more. I actually think this may benefit them in the long run. I don't know.
That's a hot take.
I don't know.
Well,
because you're spreading the scoring between 4 players.
No,
you're
I
spreading
agree.
the ball and they don't touch the ball. Tatum and Brown are players that once they see the ball go in, they get their confidence, right?
I agree with that.
Maybe
Marcus Smart filling in place of the injured Gordon Hayward.
Yeah,
here.
Marcus Smart can't shoot, so I mean, like, it's like he's just there to play defense.
He's just there to play defense. In any case, Jason Tatum, our man from Duke.
Yeah.
Boy, I still have my memories of Jason Tatum. And him dribbling the ball off his foot at the end of the NC State game that I'll never forgive him for, averaging 32.5 points per game. Jaylen Brown 24.5 across the first 2 games here. Now, I must say, you mentioned we're sort of lacking our Celtics colleagues. That's okay for the day. I was really trying hard to find a green anything in my closet. Green polo, green button down, and I could not do it. So I have no idea why.
I think I do have some green.
I swore I had some green. Let me tell you, I have green shorts, and I would be wearing them, but it doesn't matter because you wouldn't be able to see them. And I know that I have green boxers, but that would break terms of service. So we're not going to do that either. So we're just not going to have the green on. But I think we are going to end up rooting for the Celtics and Jason Tatum this afternoon, given the Duke connection. And we know more Celtics friends than 76ers friends, so they would never forgive us if we didn't.
I also have money on the Celtics winning it all. I got the short end of a bet with a few friends, and like we all were like, "Oh, pick your team," and I was like, "Clippers 100% are gonna win." They're like, "Oh, it's already picked. You got to pick another one." I'm
it's
like,
already
kidding
picked.
me? I'm like, are you joking me? Just because I responded last, like I have to. But yeah, so I am in favor of the Celtics.
So wait, you wouldn't just like split the winnings with the other person that picked the Clippers?
That's what I said, but clearly not.
Because that's too obvious.
Yeah, it's fine. So it's okay. The advantage of all my gear from the Crocs modes of green shirts. That's great. That's awesome, Ozhoops. Thanks for joining us from down under. I'm sure it's the morning. You're just waking up? Question mark.
It is probably like 5 o'clock in the morning. Something, maybe 6, maybe closing in on 6. As we get the lineup, the layup lines going rather. Joel Embiid here on the screen, 34 points, 11 of 21 from the field, and 12 of 13 from the free throw line. Game 2 versus the Celtics with 10 rebounds. So the double-double for him, except atrocious shooting from the outside, and just all-around bad three-point shooting from the 76ers, and good three-point shooting from the Celtics is what's making the difference so far in the series. So, what else? Okay, yes, the first game was close. You, Fran, and your buddies did that game right here on Relive. It was a 109-101 victory here, pulling away late in the fourth.
Yeah, and then you kind of saw the next game is just sort of be a blowout. And I mean, that's sometimes expected. Like the level of play from the Celtics was just way better, especially in the first game. They the only reason the Celtics were in that and that was a close game was the fact that they just literally missed layups and shots. Like there was really nothing else. So that was just one aspect of it. And then it's kind of similar as you saw. We'll kind of see it on the other side of most playoff series is like if you lose and you're clearly the more dominant team but you struggle, then you probably come and destroy them the next game. And that's what happened here. You kind of saw the flip side of what happens if the not very good team wins first, and then the second game you absolutely get destroyed like Portland did yesterday with the Lakers. I mean, the game was literally over by the second half. Like literally over by the second half. So I mean, that's kind of some trends that you see. I would expect in this situation Philly is looking at this, and this is if we lose this, it's over.
This is a must
100%.
win. It has.
This
to
is
be.
a must win for Philly.
It has to be. The problem is playing on the neutral court. You would go home, away, and then bounce the last 3. But there is no home, right? So you can't be like, oh, we're gonna go back to our home court and down 2-0, which would be the situation they are in now, right? Assuming the first 2 games are played in Boston, and be like, all right, we'll just get the next 2 back, and then we'll go 1-1-1 and see maybe we make this a 7 games. There's no such thing. Not happening. Not happening. It's on a neutral
Yeah, I
court.
mean, if anything, this makes it more even. Like there
Yeah,
is no advantage. There is no home field advantage. It is literally just two teams playing on a neutral court playing basketball with no fans either. So like it is actually the most pure form of basketball you could technically ever imagine for sport.
I guess I was trying to make the opposite argument where you would basically see like just sweeps in either direction because you don't have the underdog team like having a home court advantage to fall back on to like get one of
Right.
the wins,
To get
right?
one game or
Yeah,
something like that.
to
Yeah.
get one game. So I would expect we just like see landslides in either direction, but like I don't. It doesn't seem like that's actually happening. Maybe to
I
your point, they're just playing because it doesn't matter,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, 100%. I actually think you'll see less sweeps in my opinion in this than you'll ever see before. And also more teams are like it's easier to give up in this situation.
Oh, that's true. Just wave
because
the
like
white flag.
I've been in the situation before where like I've gone to an AAU tournament and like you're down by 30 and it's halftime already and you're just like, oh my god, just like literally end the game and let me get out of here. That's like exactly what they feel like because it's like there's no fans, there's nothing around, there's nothing to like get you going again. There's no parents either there to motivate them. They're literally like, this is so embarrassing. We're playing so bad. I just want to get off the court and go to the next game because this is so bad. And like you kind of saw that in Portland yesterday, like that third quarter, like they didn't really play basketball. It was like very bad.
Well,
they looked all dejected. Granted, yeah, the Lakers are playing well, but at that point, like if you asked them, like, "Hey, do you want to end the game?"
They probably say yes.
All of them would have walked off because that happens. Like it just feels like a tournament environment. They've all played this growing up as well. And howdy, Hype Vision Bot. Thank you for joining us on Twitch here. We're going to go through the starting lineups. For the Celtics, it can be Brown, Tatum, Tice, Smart, and Walker. And then on the 76ers side, we're going to see Horford, Embiid, Milton. I think it's Richardson on the other side. And then I think Tobias Harris is in the back.
Tobias Harris. And some of the overlays have now flipped as we are in the game. And that is the start here of the game.
Well, that is quite the start to the game.
With Kemba.
No, Jalen. Jalen's got the beard.
Jalen. Sorry, Kemba did have the ball, and then I looked over at my roster sheet, and he passed.
Kemba has the lime green. Jalen has the yellow or the
shoes. We're gonna do. Oh my goodness!
Wow, they were all wearing ridiculous color shoes. Actually,
the Tatum shoes though, those bright red, man. I gotta tell you, Tatum's trying to go here down the left wing, and yeah, Kemba's gonna find him there. Kemba thought about it. Kemba thought about.
What's your time, by the way?
11:18. We can actually pause.
Did they like just throw the ball around?
Yes,
now it's going to Tatum. Now the camera's on Tatum. He just slapped his butt.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, we're pretty much fine.
We're pretty much in
This is way better than ESPN.
Yeah. It's crazy to me how terrible for years the ESPN streaming experience, and it's been years. It's been years they can't fix this thing.
There's so many. It's not even just ESPN. There's so many that are so bad.
Yeah, just so bad. And Embiid here. Ooh, the triple team.
Shoot, I'm showing the game. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, you got to get that off Twitch real quick. That rebound is going to go to Kemba, who's going to just pick it up, and yes! That is going to be Jaylen Brown with the easy dunk there off the pass from Kemba. He just got behind the defense. In football, European football, we would have called that offsides. But there is no such thing in basketball. So 4-0 Celtics here. And there's Horford trying to get going down low. And he is going to draw a foul on Tatum, who is protesting he was vertical, straight up. And the refs are going to have none of it.
Come on, drag. Almost there. Drag.
I think you're good. I'll fix the Gamecast on the YouTube side here in a second. Al Horford at the free throw line. Shooting 2 is going to, get the first one to go. Camera on Brett Brown, Philadelphia 76ers head coach at the moment.
Oh, dude. I wasn't looking at the camera yet, but I got to see what he's wearing today.
He's wearing just a straight button down, blue button down.
Is it unbuttoned and everything?
No, I think he's only got if I recall, he's only got the top button unbuttoned. In contrast to Brad Stevens' polo, what do you call it? It's not monochrome. It's duochromatic. There's a gray and a blue,
Oh,
dark.
he put the button up a little more this
Oh,
time.
it is also shirt untucked, and that is going to be a foul.
Very casual approach to this.
Wow. Jaylen Brown fouled on the 3 by Horford, who just ran himself into it. There's, you see the gray-blue fashion by Brad. Looking young and spry there, former Butler head
all right,
coach.
this is also going to be. This is not supposed to be a like a knock or anything like this, but I think everybody on this stream at this point knows my my love for Carmelo Anthony, and by saying my love for my absolute hatred to what he did to my franchise and my New York Knicks. But I've been working on this hot take for a while.
Oh boy, here we go.
And watch this game and tell me that Tobias Harris is not a poor man's Carmelo Anthony.
Tell me why it matters, though. Tell the fans
because
why.
It's hilarious. And he's not that good, and he got a max contract deal for $190 million for 5 years, and he doesn't even put up more than 20 points, and he can't play defense.
Tobias Harris salary, $32.7 million. There you go.
Yeah, it's a max.
Yeah, it is
and
a max.
So bad. And he can't carry a team.
Kemba, talk about carrying the team. Kemba going into the lane. Nice little runner there. 9-4 Celtics here. 9:53 to go. All the way down the other side is Richardson, who gets the ball stripped, and the ball goes out of bounds. And here we go. Going back to the Celtics. So Tobias Harris is your poor man's Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, I've been like, I like him. I don't mind him as a basketball player, but like, there's something about watching his game that it just reminds me of Melo way too much, and I just can't do with it.
Thies misses the 3 there, and another wide open shot by Horford also misses. Joel Embiid with a rebound down low. Wow, yes, and one on the triple team.
It's like, that was the luckiest bounce I've ever seen in my life.
Kind rim there.
Yeah, my God.
Off the miss, great box out, and then, well, it's more like a double team, but still, definitely a foul.
Oh yeah, 100% a foul. His arms are in the space right there,
yeah,
like in this vertical cylinder.
Yeah,
and this is like really, I mean, this is exactly what the Sixers need to do. I mean, Embiid, for them to win, Embiid's got to have 30, and Tobias has to have 20, minimum. 25, and Horford's got to have 20.
Yeah,
somebody else has got to step up, because they physically just don't have enough scoring, and that floater goes awry for Jason Tatum.
The floater goes awry. Red shoes not helping Tatum much on that possession. Recall Ben Simmons out with a knee injury for the remainder of the season for Philadelphia, so we won't be seeing him. Nice swing pass to the outside by Philly, and that shot doesn't go down. Rebound to Brown, and going ahead out to Kemba. Kemba looking up ahead. No, going to keep it for now.
Oh.
Kemba on Embiid. What a mismatch. Tatum for 3 just hits the back iron, but Kemba gets it back. Long rebound. Kemba. Oh my goodness, what a nice pass. Tatum's going to try again. Yes, he is.
Got it that time.
Bucket.
Got it that time.
12-7 Celtics. Tatum heating up from the outside.
He's got such a nice jump shot. It's unbelievable.
Kemba actually, was it yesterday, calling
they're going to bring the double, no double.
Fabulous praise for Jason Tatum there.
Richardson with the 3.
No good.
And then Horford's going to get
whacked in the
fouled
head.
either by somebody. Poor dad.
Oh, God. That doesn't look that bad.
When do you get hit in the head?
They're saying, apparently Kemba hit him with an elbow? No.
Yeah, what?
Oh, my goodness.
Am I watching the Sevilla Inter Milan match or something like that? Like, they're, ghost
Milton
fouls?
to Embiid, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Embiid on Thies.
Kick.
And
should have kicked it out to Richardson. Wide open in the corner.
I believe that is Thies' second foul, actually.
Tice.
Sorry. We need the pronunciation guide, damn it. Oh, wait, no, that's Jason Tatum's second foul. Tatum with 3 points and 2 fouls here in the air. It's only been 4 minutes of play. Remember, you get 6 as Embiid can't convert that one from the free throw line. Terrible looking shot.
I don't think Brad's going to do anything.
Brad just leave him in? Yeah, probably.
You should be able to switch off and just not foul.
Let your star
I
play.
feel like you almost give up too much without him off the court.
Offensively.
Yeah.
And Tatum will stay in. Inbound pass to Brown. Guard play from the Celtics, quite exceptional actually in the early going here. That looked like a bit of a travel. Doesn't matter, it was a turnover. Going the other way with it. Yes, the nice lay-in there by Harris.
Tobias.
That looked better than
Young
Carmelo,
Melo.
buddy. That looked way better than Melo.
Yeah, it's true.
That looked a lot more
Like he
nimble,
has Melo's
agile.
body at Melo being like 36, but at the age of like his age.
There you go. Tatum coming around a screen, trying to find some way against Embiid. No, Embiid
I
with
should
the
have
rebound.
passed that one. 100%.
Oh, Tatum with the nice hands in the steal. Yes, he's going to score here. Is this going to be a foul? Hey, that's goaltending.
It's M1.
That's goaltending.
Yeah, or at least whatever, yeah.
Al Horford with the goaltending on that one. Count
Really
the
good
points.
defense there.
Yeah.
Really, like, on top of it, 100%.
Great active hands by Tatum. And absolutely, that hit the backboard first.
I think he knew it, too. He knew that he had to just throw it against the backboard for it to and then he was
smart play to protect the ball there.
And Bede's gonna post up here at the threw out that hip there. Sometimes that's called an offensive foul.
7 seconds on the shot clock.
Tobias is gonna go 1-on-1 with Smart. Kick it to Richardson. Milton, sorry.
Ooh,
Milton's gonna be way off.
Didn't even hit the rim. Yeah. Shot clock violation. So wait, was Harris? So I know Zaire Smith is now on the 76ers, and we did some of his G League games when he was on the Bluecoats. Was Harris also on that team, or was he always on the?
Tobias Harris?
Yeah.
No, Tobias Harris has always been a pro.
Always been okay. I feel like the name is
and
familiar.
Kemba walked right off that screen with the drill and could have called the foul on that one, 100%.
Kemba, yeah, who's been light on the scoring actually in the first couple games. It's been the Brown and Tatum show, but the facility.
I would definitely say Kemba's role is different than Kyrie's role.
Oh,
Kyrie's role was to necessarily score the basketball and always put up points. Granted, because Tatum and Brown weren't actually that old. They now they have 2 or 3 years in the league, and they actually have gotten time to grow into their roles and everything. And there are people that go out there and get 20 every night. Celtics didn't have that. They only had people that would go out there, and Tatum and Brown would get them 10, 15 a night. Now, I mean, when you take that scoring, it alleviates the pressure off of the point guard, and Kemba just kind of plays more of a game manager role. I've kind of witnessed for the Celtics more than Kyrie, where Kyrie's he's the one running off the screener rolls. He's the one running doing offense. He's taking 60% of the shots. That difference. Kemba just kind of is more of a game manager, and he gets his buckets when he does. I mean, he still scores 15 points a game. It's great. But he's just making sure everybody else is getting their touch.
A great point guard attributes there for sure. I remember watching Kemba on his magical run there at UConn.
Dude, Kemba's unbelievable in college. That step back in the Big East, I will never forget that moment.
Deadly.
I remember exactly where I was. Oh, it was great.
Against, were you talking about the one against Pittsburgh or Syracuse?
No, the one against Pittsburgh, because it was the big. The guy reminds me of Steven Adams, but it's not Steven Adams. The guy.
The Syracuse was the 6 overtime game.
Yeah, that's with Eric Dievendorf.
Yeah.
I remember that name. But the one against Pittsburgh was the epic step back, line jumper where he sits down the center, and I forget the guy's name for Pittsburgh. But
poor guy.
It was unbelievable. It was so cool. I'm really glad that, for his career and everything, I'm really glad that he got out of Charlotte.
True. He was the starting point guard there, drafted by Charlotte.
He is technically the most experienced people on this roster are Tatum and Brown.
That would make sense. Brown...
Yeah, Kemba's never been to a playoff game.
Kemba's 30? Oh, shit.
Yeah, Kemba's pretty old, dude.
That was in high school. Right. Wait a sec. He graduated
that
with me.
That thing was high school. That was high school. I was in high school when he hit that shot.
Big
in college.
Big revelations here on stream, by the way, chat.
Really old.
Just realized how old we are. Goodness gracious. Really yeah, because Tatum was during business school, so it's oh my God.
Tatum I was in college. It's
Oh
awful when
boy.
you think about it like that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Hashtag getting older. Okay, that's great. Uh, let's get back to the play here. At some point, TNT, please come out of the commercials and give us the game again. Um, yeah.
No,
In
but I
any
mean, yeah, back
case,
to that point though, is the fact that like he actually has never been to a playoff series in his entire life. Like this is the first time.
wait, Kemba or Tatum?
Kemba.
Oh, because he's been playing in Charlotte.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
Oh,
I'm saying. He technically has the least amount of experience on the team. Tatum and Brown have the most. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
right, right.
Like they actually like know what it. I mean, granted, nobody has the experience of playing in a freaking closed arena like this. I mean, this is kind of unique, but still.
And they made that run without Hayward last year too.
I also think the lady just messed up something that sounded very bad.
Oh, I
But
don't even have the audio on.
yeah, she combined sitting and shooting.
Oh, well, that's
So think of how
fascinating.
that one came out. Didn't come out well. And thank you very much. One pump for the follow. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for the
And
follow
one the
on the
pump
Twitch.
says, I was curious who the Pit player was too. It was Gary McGee. Wouldn't have remembered by name, but he was at Pit for a while. Yeah, I know. He was like I'm pretty sure he had like the same like tribal tattoos that Steven Adams has. He had like sort of the same. I could be completely wrong, but he sort of like had the same look. He reminds me of Steven Adams.
Of Steven
Same
Adams.
build. Yeah.
The shot. We might be able to pull
Yes.
that one up during halftime.
Yeah,
I
we
feel
should. It's great.
yeah. That's the Kemba step back against Pitt. We'll pull it up during halftime here. As we're back in, it's 17-10 Pittsburgh. Oh my God, Celtics. It was Boston rather. See, we're getting the announcers even confused. Embiid tries to go up with it, gets fouled,
Yeah, he's
and
gonna
he
get
will.
fouled there.
Yeah, he will find his way to the free throw line. I
And
think.
you're gonna hear of Graham. Actually, I don't know if it's Graham. Williams is coming in. He's gonna basically take the time for Tatum because Tatum already has those two fouls.
Yep.
Brad Stevens playing it safe here. Knows that they have the lead. No need to kind of expose Tatum. Kind of keep him for the closeout games in the future, or the close out time in the future. Romeo Langford is also checked in. Two players that most likely would see some playing time, but are seeing way more playing time with Gordon Hayward out, of course. And their Embiid is going to miss the first.
Yeah, right off the back iron there as the close up on Brown. This game would have been more interesting if the 76ers still had JJ Redick, and unfortunately they don't. So we can't do a Duke on Duke storyline here with that. Embiid going to go for the second free throw. And yes, that one will connect 17-11 for still in favor of the Celtics. On the floor for the 76ers, Richardson, Milton, Korkmaz, Harris, and Embiid as Kemba's driving in on Embiid, tries to go baseline, gets himself in a little bit of trouble.
Oh, he was out of bounds.
Kemba?
Yeah.
Kemba was?
No, Jalen's foot, the
Brown
back foot was still out of bounds. Yep.
That was close there on the right sideline, and he got caught.
Yeah, he didn't reestablish. Those are really nice polos.
They are kind of nice polos.
They're kind of cool, yeah.
Brad Stevens wearing it fashionably, I must say. Oh my.
That was.
Tobias Harris just planted. Marcus Smart? Yes, that was Smart.
Yeah.
Who just got planted on the floor.
I got to watch that one again. I like sort of saw it out of the corner of my eye.
Now Marcus Smart trying to make amends on the offensive end, gets himself into trouble, tries to go.
Nice look.
Nice pass
one more.
Inside.
Nice, beautiful play. Beautiful.
Yes, Langford with the finish.
Beautiful. Korkmaz thinking about taking the quick shot. You're going to have Embiid posting, looking, squared up with Tice, going to start backing him down. And he's going to go to fadeaway jump shot, and he's going to miss it.
Wow, Tice actually comes down with the rebound.
Typically always say, don't take the fadeaway. Jaylen Brown's going to be able to push in. Kemba for three.
Oh!
Bang.
This is a beautiful three-point shot. Done in transition. Hits him in his shooter's pocket. Pick and pop. Not even. Just
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but this may become a very boring basketball game in the next two quarters.
If the Celtics continue to hit
like
threes
the
the way
Celtics
like
need,
that,
or the Sixers need to get a stop, or we're about to be sitting here talking about not a basketball game for 2 hours.
wow.
This has the makings of what happened the other game.
The other night on Wednesday.
This is not looking great. I'll be 100% honest with you for them. They really need to be able to get a stop, and they just can't come up empty. You have to run your set. You got to run your sets on offense. You can't just take the the ISO plays without moving the ball.
Now, I mean, the loss of Ben Simmons has to have an impact here.
Huge. Ben Simmons basically a game. I would say he himself may not score 20 points, but he himself will generate 10 to 15 points just by pushing the ball.
Yep. And
won the pump. Hey, I bet the Celtics, so I'd be okay with this getting boring. Technically, I bet for the Celtics to win the whole thing. So yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I'm curious if won the pump bet the line, or he just bet the straight up. Did you just bet straight up win, or did you actually bet the spread? The spread is 6 points. The Celtics have to win by 6.
Oh, really
right
nice
now.
block there by Harris.
Was a nice block there on the defensive end, Fran. There's your stop. Let's see if Philly can make anything of it. Screen by Embiid. Harris still going.
Oh, dude.
Nope.
How do you miss that?
Too strong there on the short range shot. Almost looked like he could have just.
Yeah, it's not a jump shot. It's a floater. Yeah.
Embiid.
Oh. Kanter had him. Korkmaz. Oh, really nice move by Kanter right there on the offensive end, but he can't finish.
Rebound down to Embiid, and now Philadelphia has its second stop. See if it can capitalize here. Another screen by Embiid, and there's another shot by Harris. That goes off the front rim. Rebound down to Brown, and the Celtics are pushing. Kemba.
That's what I'm talking about. You can't shoot in the first 5 seconds.
Kemba. Oh, my goodness. Kemba with a high back pass to Kanter, who can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound and goes up again. Yes.
Oh, what was that sound?
I don't know. Maybe stuff
like ear screeching sound.
Oh, from the court?
Is that on my end? I don't know. That was crazy. Anyways, continue. And Embiid there misses the 3-point shot. So I got to say, Enes Kanter now, I think, is like 0 for 6 on layups that I've watched.
Well, he's at least got one, right? He scored that one.
Yeah, most of them. He's not doing well.
Enes Kanter out of Kentucky. Philly's still trying to make it happen.
Oh.
There's Embiid for 3, and wow, he will actually get one to go. I thought it was an offensive foul.
That's why Brad Stevens is not happy.
Oh, okay. Because Brad Stevens is having words right now with the ref.
I totally thought it was. I thought it was over. Like I thought the play was over completely.
Well, I think the Celtics also thought the play was over.
So this is an interesting fact here from Oz about Eric Devendorf. He won 2-time NZBL scoring champion and 1 ring and played 1 season in Australia with Melbourne. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. And then 1 pump. I have him in a parlay with the Raptors and Clippers. I moneylined all 3 to win to play it safe as possible.
Okay.
So I think you're good.
Yeah. Okay. So
the Raptors won earlier. You need this one to hit.
That was the term that I had forgotten from.
And then hello, Dsaki M. Hi, Mom.
For those unfamiliar with the betting scene, you can either bet the spread or the money line, and the money line is to take somebody just to win straight up. So basically, you just say the Celtics are going to win, and I don't care by how much or how. I would just pick them to win, and the spread is basically tries to simulate what would happen if there was an even 50-50 coin flip game, in which case you give, in this particular example, you give Boston a 6-point advantage. So Boston would have to win by more than 6 points for you to win that bet. So basically what you would do at the end is you take the score of Philly, you would add 6 and say, does Boston still win? And if the answer is yes, then you won that bet spread successfully. But since he took the money line, all he needs is Boston to even win by a single point. And then the parlay is basically he needs all 3 to pan out or there's no payout. So yes, Fran, as you were saying, he is so far good on 2 out of the 3, and then he will need the Clippers to go up 2-1 in their series.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that one. Luke and KP look pretty good.
So Fran, who has publicly said on this channel the Clippers to win the whole thing, we'll get to Fran's crazy predictions and how terrible they've been so far during halftime. But
they've been great. I haven't been wrong once yet.
You at what? That
What?
is
I haven't
not
been wrong.
true.
On my
That
NBA
is not
predictions,
true.
it's a series. It's a series
No.
prediction.
Over here,
Series
you
prediction.
picked Lakers and Bucks to sweep.
I did pick them to sweep.
Yes, you're
I
like,
don't think I
those
picked
two
them
are
to
not
sweep.
going to have any issue. It's going to be 4-0 for both those teams. I don't see anyone beating either team in this round, and they both lost.
All right. Well, it's the bubble, right? They gotta lose one game. It's fine.
They both lost.
It's the bubble. LeBron doesn't know how to play in the bubble. It's okay.
They've
He's
been
learning.
playing for the last 3 weeks.
He's learning. But one thing to know, kind of on that Clippers game, is I gotta say, I gotta be careful how I phrase this. But I think Luka Doncic in like 2 years or 3 years is by far the best player in the NBA.
Ooh. Like, not even Zion Williamson or anyone?
No, not even. Zion can't do what Doncic can do. The only person that would possibly be able to come up like close would be Giannis, because he's still pretty young. He's not like he's not in his like late 30s or anything like that. So, in my opinion, I think that Luka is on the way to being one of the best players in the league. If not already, he's in the top 25. In my opinion, he's unbelievable.
As we come out of the commercial break here, we were talking about Ben Simmons and what Philadelphia is missing. For all those watching, number 1 in the NBA in steals, 3rd in deflections, 6 in points, and in assists. And I missed the stat there at the very bottom. It was 8th in the other category. But you were saying he's going to get you 10 to 15 points just in pushing the ball. That is basically what Philly is up against. They are in the playoffs, but up against it here. 2-0 for Boston as we resume play with Langford going in down low.
Ooh.
A nice turnaround jump shot there by Williams, but won't drop. So Philly with an opportunity to cut into the 6-point lead here in the first with 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. That was an awkward one.
That was weird.
And that's a travel.
He took it right out from under him.
That is either an offensive foul or a travel. No? Wait, what is that?
I thought he fell on his own. I thought he just kind of like fell over.
Wait, was that Tatum's 3rd? As Horford can't hit that free throw because the ball doesn't lie. That was a terrible call.
I'm not sure if it was. I didn't see who was
Tatum
around
was
the foul.
definitely in on that play.
Wow, that is so bad. Wait, how does he have 5 points but he's hit 5 field goals?
These averages.
So he averages 5 points and 5 field goals a game. What?
Yeah, that we'll have to get back to you on that one.
That made no sense.
Langford off the assist from Tatum, can't get it to go. Rebound down to Horford, and the Philly is pushing now. Embiid off the floor for the time being.
Oh, give it to Gorgmaz.
Maybe some more spacing on the floor. Horford there with a rebound right outside, and the shot, the 3-pointer, no good. Put back, no good either. Second attempt, yes, finally
Hustling
for
more
Philly.
than Melo. Now this is the game that he decides to wake up. Jesus.
Tobias Harris there with the finish, as the 3 from Richardson didn't go, but Tobias Harris got his own rebound twice. And here's Tatum going for 3. Tatum, no, that shot is too long. Rebound once again down to Philly. Fran, a 1-possession game here opportunity for Philly. That was odd.
I think that's going to be a foul.
That is going to be a foul. That is going to be a foul against Williams, Grant Williams.
Yeah, he put the hand down there.
The rookie
100%.
out of Tennessee. So at one point looked like danger zone for Philly at 20-something to 13 is now.
Yeah, when it was basically like 10-point spread.
Yeah,
and it was
10-point spread.
Blow. Yeah, but I mean, I sort of can't really tell if it's been the defensive end for Philly or it's been.
Well, the Celtics have
really
just been missing
bad shot
shots.
selection as well and missing shots. Yeah, I think it's like a result of what the first game was sort of like. They're like dominating in every aspect, but they're like not scoring the basket, obviously.
1 of 2 at the line there for Harris as Tatum comes down with a rebound. 7-0 run in the last 2 minutes and 10 seconds for the 76ers as Tatum loses the ball.
Oh, that's bad.
And careful, he can't get a foul.
Jump ball.
Jump ball.
No?
It should be. Richardson was there on the floor,
I think
unless he got a
called the
timeout.
He called the timeout.
Yes, Philly does get the timeout to retain the possession. Should be a quick 30-second timeout here as we take a quick break. 1:41 left in the first quarter, 24-22 in favor of the Celtics here in Game 3 of the Eastern Conference first round. Actually going to be a 60-second timeout. The commercials gave it away.
It's actually kind of nice that it tells us.
It does. There you go. We can grab a drink of water.
ESPN doesn't do that.
No, they don't. And in college, we have to basically guess.
Oh, college is the worst. College commercials are the worst. What is that? Oh, beyond.
What's that?
Nothing.
Just checking. Trying to, let me pull up some.
I mean, the Celtics.
I think
Looking at the
Tatum's
stats
fouls
right
have sort of disrupted the.
Yeah, I think it
flow
kind
of
of
the game
disrupted
for
his flow of
the
the game
Celtics.
for him, but the Celtics in general, just because they had to like change out the lineups, move things in and out, but they just really haven't been hitting shots, to be honest with you.
Yeah, here. Well, wow. Okay, these stats are just bizarre.
Oh, Scotty.
Scottie Pippen there, one of the virtual fans. These stats are just kind of bizarre looking right now. 76ers, 6 of 22.
Oh my God! They tried to get rid of the beer on the camera. That was hilarious. He had a beer in his hand watching the game.
Richardson passes up a shot, and the assist there is no good. That rebound down to Williams for the Celtics as the Celtics try to reignite some offense here with Kemba back out on the floor. Tatum setting the screen. No, that's not Kemba. Sorry, that's Wanamaker. Wanamaker going to go, and that one's no good. And they're going to call a foul on Williams?
Yeah, over the back.
Over the back. What? No.
Oh, wait, what?
Keep the ball on this end of the court. They're going to change the foul call. The foul's against Philadelphia, actually.
Wait, what?
I have no idea what's going on. These last couple calls have just been bizarre.
Wait, I thought it was.
Yeah, so did I. Jaylen Brown from the free throw line, step back jump shot, no good. Rebound to Philly, no. Tatum reestablishes possession and he gets it. And this shot from the outside, the three-pointer there off the front rim.
Oh, that's a foul.
Casualties going on there in the paint. Semi Ojeleye, really? That was Ojeleye that took that shot. That's another Duke guy. Well, actually, SMU, but started his career at Duke. Transferred, yeah.
Yeah, that's totally a foul.
Horford getting down
both
low.
of his. He pushes. Yeah, it's. I mean, yeah, he sells the heck out of it. He definitely wasn't going to go to the ground, but he definitely has both of the arms, and he does extend it on the guy. So, I mean, I can't say no.
Yeah, Williams here at the free throw line, as Embiid is going to check back into the game.
It's actually pretty cool. Korean Baseball League actually puts a timer in the corner of the screen during inning changeovers, so you know how long you have. You know, they actually tried to do that in the MLB, and they were like, no, it's going to ruin the integrity of the sport.
Why?
I don't know. Baseball's interesting fans. Very hardcore.
Williams for his second free throw here gets that one to connect. It's a 4-point margin with 50 seconds to go. 2-for-1 opportunity here if Philly wants it, if they go quick. Wow, the Philadelphia backcourt in Game 3. A crazy stat line here. 0 points, 0 of 7, and 0 of 4. We'll get to the stats at the end of the first quarter. Here's a jump shot from mid-range. No good. And beat down with a rebound. It gets deflected, and they're going to call that a foul. So Cantor petitioning to have the foul called on him.
On Tatum.
But it's going to be on Tatum. I love when players do that. They're like, no, give me the foul. Give me the foul. Not to protect the star. Tatum with his third foul here. Remember, you only get 6. Tatum comes in for both.
Yeah, it is his foul. It is his foul. 100%.
So 3 fouls in the first quarter for Tatum.
He's got to be better than that.
Yeah, we're going to see
that was a silly foul. You have Cantor right there. There's no need. You know you got 2. Just leave Cantor to deal with it.
Too aggressive, really. Coming in from behind, too. Like, little bit of a height mismatch there. Embiid hits the first and does hit the second, so give him the pair. 2-point game here. Brad Stevens calling out the 5-2 play, whatever that is.
We're about to find out.
We are about to find out. It's actually going to be a wide open shot for Tatum for 3, and he can't connect. Wow. I mean, just airspace for days and doesn't go down.
Yeah, they got really lost in that screen and roll, like really badly.
Philly going to hold on to it for the final shot of the first quarter. 6 seconds to go here. 5,
Embiid.
4, 3. Little wild shot inside. Embiid trying to put it back in. No, can't. Doesn't work.
No.
Nothing.
You got to
going
post
there.
up Embiid on the block for
Frank
that play.
does not like the shot selection on this last
I mean,
play.
we just saw the stats for the entire backcourt. They were like 0 for 7 all of last game. There's no shot you're going to want them. Just get the ball to your best player on the block, give it to Embiid, let him go to work. There's no need to. I didn't really agree with that at all.
Probably what they should have done. End of the first, 26-24 in favor of the Celtics. The storyline so far, 3 fouls on Celtics star Jason Tatum, which is probably the reason that this game is actually close at the moment.
Yeah, it honestly has probably saved the game in the aspect of how close it is. And Oz, quick comment on that. You know, they should add that to tennis.
Oh, yeah.
So you know how long people change over between sets and everything, because I never do. I think it'd be kind of cool to know.
They should add that to tennis.
That'd be a cool thing they could add to tennis and other sports
I wonder,
too.
is tennis actually even coming back? I feel like the tennis of all sports would be one that would be okay playing.
I was reading some stuff that like some players are for it, some players are against it, but I feel like tennis, like it's what contact do you have?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, of all the sports, right? Like, they should be the one that, like, because
Like,
the U.S. Open should be, like, within the next 2 weeks.
No,
usually over Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, it should start in the next week or so.
Right. We should be in U.S. Open
because
season,
it doesn't really make much sense, because unless the sweat gets onto the ball, like it's, I mean, granted, right? But like both, I mean, if 2 athletes are playing each other, both of them should be tested, right? But like outside of that, you don't need anything else. Like some ball boys and ball girls, I guess, is all you need. That's it.
And they stand 6 feet away from each other anyway. So
yeah, they're like way spread out.
They're way spread out. Yeah,
that sport actually is, I think, one of the safest ones to get back into going. And the rule of law. Thank you very much for the follow on the Twitch side of things. Very much appreciated. Thank you for the follow and the commentary as well. Ooh, thoughts on potential matchups versus the Raptors.
That's yours, buddy.
That's the top. I gotta pull up the bracket again.
All right. While Fran pulls up the bracket, I'll give you thank you, Rule of Law, for the follow on Twitch. Welcoming in all the viewers across both Twitch and YouTube here this afternoon to join us for the Celtics 76ers Game 3. A couple of the stats here after 1 quarter, friend. This is shocking. You said the Celtics were shooting poorly. Actually, the 76ers are shooting worse. The 76ers are 6 of 25 from the floor, shooting a whopping 24%. That there isn't even a letter grade for that one. The Celtics at 9 of 24 are 37.5, 3 of 9 from the outside to the 76ers, 1 of 9. So still the 3-point line being a bit of a determining factor there. Philadelphia, 11 of 15 from the free throw line, making a living and keeping the game close with the clock stopped. Boston, 5 of 5 there. Rebounding actually in favor of the 76ers. I would guess that's the majority of Embiid's time. Down low, he's just been a force, basically carrying the 76ers team. 5 assists for the side of the Celtics to only 2 for the 76ers. And Brad Stevens now being interviewed. Let's listen in here. What's Brad have to say? Brad Stevens here in the interview saying that he is unhappy with the amount of fouling the Celtics are doing. We know the disparity at the free throw line. We know the sub-storyline here with Jason Tatum and his 3 fouls as we resume play here in the second quarter. Al Horford now with the ball for the 76ers, giving it to Embiid, who is working on Cantor, and Embiid is going to put this one up. And yes, Embiid is going to hit the mid-range jump shot. Kansas getting the better of Kentucky on that one. 26
And the
all.
rule of law, I will get to your comment on the matchup at the commercial break.
All right, so we have it queued up and ready to go. Nice pass down low to Cantor. Cantor back on the outside, and this shot is
Yeah,
no good. 3-pointer for
Yeah,
Wanamaker.
so stupid.
Doesn't come close. Philadelphia here with an opportunity to seize the lead. Fran, you almost called this game over in the first quarter.
Well, it was close to being over until Tatum got into foul trouble, and then
Yeah.
both teams just literally can't put the ball into the basket.
Pretty much atrocious shooting on both sides here.
It's 26 points in the first quarter of an NBA game, and we're in 2020. It's like I'm watching something in the 80s.
And Embiid with a step back turnaround can't get it to go. Wanamaker
And that's not.
comes in.
I mean, that's not going to get you. Yeah,
That's a terrible shot.
It's just,
That's a terrible shot.
You know how I feel about fadeaways.
That was
Makes no
almost a
sense.
moving screen there by Cantor. Gets it to Brown. Brown's going to take this 3 over Horford, and Brown in and out.
Yeah.
Rebound down to.
But that's not really a good shot.
Korkmaz.
That's what I'm saying.
Korkmaz.
Like, these aren't very good shots.
Korkmaz gets fouled.
That's got to be an offensive foul.
You think the screen? Foul on Marcus.
Really? I thought he moved a
Get
lot.
hip checked. Let's see again here.
Watch.
Oh. He's just a wide guy.
Yeah.
Well, there might have been a little scooch.
He did. He does what I.
That was
the ref will never call that, but the player will always know what you did.
Yeah.
It's one of those you can't really see, but you like give him a little hip and extend your leg or knee a little more to cut him off. Yeah, I did it all the time.
Spoken from true experience. This is a Celtics turnover here by Wanamaker, and Philadelphia still with an opportunity, and the score remains tied. Both teams seemingly refusing to make a shot that would put them in front of the other.
Yeah, I mean, nobody scored for the first 3 minutes. This is absolutely insane.
Here, attempting to break the deadlock, and he finally
there
does.
We
it's
go.
Burks.
There we go.
From Colorado. Gets that one to go. 28-26, Philadelphia. And Cantor finds himself alone at the free throw line and does get that one to go.
Oh, wow. He scores. He hit the jump shot. Wow. Jeez. I was really nervous. He was thinking about that for a wicked long time.
Yes. Horford again trying to get it down. Ooh, that could have been a foul the way they've been calling this game. Philly from the outside. Shot just isn't there. Rebound down to Cantor. And the Celtics are now pushing in the opposite direction. Brown to Wanamaker. Wanamaker driving. Wanamaker to Cantor. Cantor from the same spot, and he gets it again.
Maybe he should never shoot layups. He should just sit there. I mean,
that could be a shot.
His shooting percentage there is way higher than in the paint.
Yeah, throw away the analytics, my friend. Embiid is going to try his best Cantor impression, and Embiid is going to go and get that one to go too. The two big men shooting from the free throw line.
See, that shot, there is a massive difference between that shot and a fadeaway. That what he did there is not a fadeaway.
Here's Cantor again. Can he go 3 for 3? No, off the back iron.
Shot.
Rebound down
That's
to Embiid.
Arrogance right there. Heat check.
Embiid is going to line it up from 3 from the top of the key. Yes, Embiid!
Right back at you, Cantor.
Woo! Embiid is absolutely carrying this team right now.
He has to.
That's true. There's no choice.
No choice.
The superstar is showing up in a do-or-die game. Celtics for 3, and that one goes in.
All right. Everybody started hitting shots.
Finally, that was Wanamaker from the left side.
Now we can't miss.
Yes, and now we finally can't miss. The first 2 minutes were terrible, and now the second 2 minutes are pretty good.
Great defense.
All right, opportunity. Get to your Raptors. Go for it.
So the big thing with the Raptors is I actually think the losing the Gordon Hayward thing on the defensive end is going to be a very big problem because Pascal Siakam and having him, he's kind of a weird mismatch to be able to line up against any of the Celtics defenders. You still have good wing defenders in Tatum and Brown, but I still kind of see that as an issue. You still have the point guard matchup, Kyle Lowry and Kemba Walker. I would kind of give the edge, kind of keep it even on that point. For the guards, I kind of give the edge towards the Celtics just because of Brown, and there's a block there by Embiid on Brown, but it was called a foul. I would give the edge for the backcourts definitely to Boston because of Brown and Tatum, but the front court with Siakam and everything, I mean, they're going to dominate inside. Like Tyson, God, I'm forgetting the other name, the other center. Or they play small, but
Cantor?
they typically play, Cantor or Wanamaker sometimes will go in there and they'll play small. You just straight up won't be able to deal with the size at all of Siakam and Marc Gasol down low in the paint either. So it should be a really interesting matchup, and I think it'll be I think that one's going to go to 6 or 7 games. It should be pretty even. With Hayward, I would say 6, and I would say the Celtics win in 6 or 7. But without Hayward, I think it's like 50-50, 6 or 7 games. Any team can win. It should be a very good series.
Give Brown one of the two there at the free throw line. As Kemba now back in, still no Tatum. He's on the bench and probably for the foreseeable future, honestly, with the 3 fouls. Want to kind of protect the star. Let's see how long Boston can hold out without him. Kemba, decent defense there. Better offense on the side of Philly with Milton, but the shot goes awry, so rebound down to the Celtics. And now Smart, trying to play some point guard here, goes up against Embiid. The double team gets fouled. Foul is going to go against
No way!
Harris, I think.
No way
That was
he just make that.
Wait, it went in?
Yeah, dude, he shot that from his knees. Look.
Wait, that was a prayer. Oh my goodness. Oh my God.
Wow, that's insane.
That's going to be on the Sports Center top 10 plays tonight.
That's insane.
As Marcus Smart converts the 3-point play. My apologies, chat. I totally didn't even see that part. Goodness.
Oh yeah, you are a Toronto fan watching first Celtics game in a while. Yeah,
That's
I'm
a walk.
I'm not necessarily fully a Celtics fan, but I definitely have watched them enough to kind of understand how they play.
This is totally a walk. Or they're just going to call an offensive foul.
Oh yeah, Nick Nurse is by far one of the best coaches. Same with Brad Stevens.
Marcus Smart from the 3. That one's too far.
Yeah, Marcus Smart. I don't know why he shoots so much. He can't shoot.
It's too early in the shot clock.
I feel bad.
Rebound out of Horford. Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Philadelphia goes careening out of bounds, but the shot goes in for Milton.
I would almost, if I was Brad Stevens there, I'd almost call a timeout just to yell at the entire team because the defense was atrocious. It was like literally, there it is.
And that might be it. Coach Fran here.
There's the defense.
Coach Fran on Real Life has called the timeout from Twitch.
That was the worst defense I've ever seen the Celtics play. like literally everybody was open on the wing. He could have thrown it to anybody and they all would have been open. That was so bad. The entire defense collapsed and everything. But yeah, between the role of coaches and everything like that matchup, I think it'll be really fascinating. It'll be really cool to watch Nick Nurse. I mean, won the G League, won it with Kawhi. The one thing for me, so like as a Raptors fan, kind of a question towards you, and like I'm not able to watch the Raptors that much. We don't really get coverage since they're kind of the Canadian team. We really don't get that much coverage here in the U.S. all that often. And since they lost Kawhi, they lost a lot of their primetime games too. So it's really difficult to watch their games. So kind of as a question to you, if you're still watching, just like how has the team sort of like transformed without Kawhi? Because I don't really get to watch them that much. More of like my predictions, my analysis is just sort of based off the individual players and what I know about them and how they work as a team and what I saw last year. But I'm just wondering how the team has really replaced Kawhi. Because
Lowry's
for
still
me,
there, right?
Lowry's still there. Yeah. Siakam is basically like, I mean, he's a top 10. He's an all-star at this point too. So, I mean, he's great. Marc Gasol, you have a lot of good parts still there. You have Serge Ibaka that can spread the floor and also give you an inside presence. I mean, there's a lot of good parts there. But for me, for them to win a championship, it was the Kawhi factor.
Well, I mean,
100%, right? But like, how do you carry that over and how do you kind of change that? Much more balanced scoring. OG and Anunoby, he's good. Interesting. He's kind of taken the Kawhi's defensive role. Okay, interesting. Well, I'm not comparing you to the Hawks of that time, but like there was kind of a very similar team in the sense that I had like Joe Johnson, Paul Millsap, like all these really good parts, played really well in the regular season, and then they had and then they basically just flopped in the playoffs. I don't think that's going to happen to the Raptors, but when you kind of have that type of super balanced scoring and you're not your go-to person, which is what the Hawks had, it kind of falls apart. But I think the Raptors are in a better situation because you kind of do have your go-to players. You have Kyle Lowry, who will take the latch shot. You have Fred VanVleet that you can trust, and you have Pascal Siakam as well as an individual that can put the ball in the hoop at any moment too. So I that comparison to the Hawks isn't really fair, but It should be a good series, 100%. I'm not necessarily rooting for you, but I put money on the Celtics to win the whole thing, so I kind of have to root for the Celtics.
You gotta root where your money is.
And that's rule. That's kind of what I was touching on. The go-to minute at the end of the game, you always knew it was Kawhi. In the last 3 minutes, the last 4 minutes of the game last season, you knew Kawhi was touching the ball and he was creating something for your team. Now, who is it, right? Is it Siakam? Is it Fred's going to take it? Is it what ball movement are we going to get there? Because also in the playoffs, as these games progress, and we even saw that in a lot of like finals as well, and in playoff games, especially in the Golden State Warriors Cleveland finals, in that like crazy ending 4 minutes, it like turned into hero ball. Like nobody passed the ball. So that's like one thing was like, if you actually rely on ball movement to get your shot, when it comes down to the last 3 or 4 movements, everybody for some reason runs away from ball movement unless a coach calls the play, and it becomes one-on-one basketball. And that's when you need your go-to players.
Coming out of the commercial timeout now, looks like Marcus Smart was getting some treatment there with the back.
It's like the bike I have. It's like the bike I got right here.
In the corner there. Whoa! Inside, look out!
Oh, Tice.
Hello from Germany. Guten Tag.
Gets into the game and quickly converts there on the dunk. That was the call play out of the timeout. Credit to Brad Stevens for that one. Tice once again working on Embiid.
Better matchup, Tice on Embiid.
And this is Milton again shooting for 3, and that shot is going to go wide as the rebound down to the Celtics. Here's Brown shooting for 3. Brown can't get it to go. Rebound, yes, rebound down to Embiid. No foul call. Clean rebound there, and Philadelphia is pushing the ball up the court. Embiid with 19 points. The rest of his team only with 17. As here we have Wanamaker going down the floor against. That's an intentional foul.
Yeah. But it's clean. It's fine. Hey, so all those bikes that they have over there, I got mine too. Look at that. Look at that beautiful sports bike I got over there. My air bike.
Sports bike in the corner.
It's great. Yeah.
Ready to go. Didn't you get that because somebody was throwing it away or something?
Yeah, some old couple was getting rid of it. I'm like, I'm stuck inside, so I'll take the bike. I go do stairs and do 10 minutes on the bike at the end. So maybe one game I should just do it on the air bike.
Yes, that would be a very interesting stream.
Just they're sitting there. And it is. So it is a 7-game series.
It is a 7-game series.
Honestly, I'm kind of
I thought they were 5. I thought the first round was 5, but that is not the case. We need to get more airtime for these teams. Yeah, because you can't, there's no gyms anymore. There were gyms, and then they took the gyms away. Tice maybe with a block there, but it doesn't quite matter.
He blocked that 100%.
As Harris converts off the block. 3-point game still. Neither team, Celtics not really able to pull away, so Philly is hanging around. Beautiful shot by Kemba. Whew!
Yeah, I mean.
My goodness.
Not stopping that one. Things butter.
Wow.
Dude, they've been running this
high pick and roll screen.
Charge 100 bits for 1 minute on the bike. I will do 1 minute on the bike for 100 bits an hour.
We could probably just use the channel points for that.
I will be the hamster wheel for the channel if I have to.
But you gotta you gotta move the camera or you gotta move the bike to where the chair is.
Where my desk is.
Yeah. No foul on that one as Kemba tried to go for the 3, landed on the floor, and so did the ball without going through the hoop. That was almost a travel there as Embiid is now working on Tyson
nice
Embiid
move.
Fighting himself down. That's a walk.
Yeah, it took too long. He made the what happened?
He made Tice pay though. He gets a shot to the stomach.
Well, that was the situation there. If you're down low and you're a post player like that, and you already made the move, the dude's on your back.
Yeah.
Tice was already on his back. There's no need to and then wait for the help. Look, he waited, tried to make more space, waited for the help.
He's just got to go up with it.
You just got to go up. You're gonna get fouled.
Because
right there, no need. You're gonna,
He may not have actually traveled. That left foot stayed down.
Yeah, he definitely did not travel.
Okay. The full speed is definitely.
Brett Brown is confused.
In any case.
Jaylen Brown
for 3. There it goes.
Screen. Nails it.
Finally, Celtics starting to heat up once again from the outside as they extend an 8-point lead here. Kemba and Brown, the two instigators of the little run here for the Celtics, that has pushed the lead out to 8, and when it was previously tied. A little bit of fancy footwork there by Harris, and he is going to go in and still can't get it to go.
Oof, man.
Rebound
He just
down.
doesn't like to shoot like a real floater.
Tyson here is Kemba
Oh, that's a
again for
foul.
3.
What?
No foul called, but perhaps foul on the rebound.
Oh, wait, that wasn't Brown. That was Wanamaker, no?
I thought
Wait,
Kemba
I
was
thought
the
it
one that
was
shot.
Brown. Wait, yeah, I thought it was.
And they're calling a foul as Embiid is off the court for the time being, which is probably trouble for Philadelphia considering he's done half of their scoring.
Yeah, but I don't think he's got the fouls. That wasn't a foul on him.
We can check that real quick.
I was a backcourt player. I don't think that was Embiid.
Yeah, I don't think.
And it also wasn't even a foul.
Either.
There, Milton's going to miss the elbow jump shot right there. Jalen Brown's going to bring the ball up the court. He's actually going to find Tice down low. Tice gets good position, but it's going to be blocked by Milton, I think it was, or Burks. It was blocked by Burks. I always get Burks and Milton confused. It's so bad. I've done like 3 Sixers games.
Embiid with 2 personal fouls at the moment. Tobias Harris does have 3, actually.
He's probably just giving him a quick rest, and then get him back in for the last 2 or 3 minutes of the half, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I guess so, because we're at 4:08 right now. You can't really afford to have Embiid not play. Unlike on the Celtics side, where Tatum hasn't been playing, and it was close, but they've managed their other guards have managed to step up as Kemba comes off for Marcus Smart. Smart to inbound here. And might get it to Tice, and he does. And Tice is going to try to shoot a wide-open 3, which doesn't go. Rebound down to Horford. Al Horford. Horford, rather. Horford. Yes.
Al Horford.
I'm hungry, okay? I can't pronounce things correctly. Harris working down low. Back out to Horford. Horford's going to go for the 3-point shot, and that is going to go.
That's Richardson. Richardson.
Oh, that was Richardson. God damn it. The headband. Apologies. Richardson there with the 3. 5-point game in favor of the Celtics, and this is Brown. Brown to the screen. Brown going to shoot a 3 for his own, and it looked like it might have had a shot, but no.
It's a bad shot.
Burks going to give it to Harris.
He's got the seal.
Yes,
double
he does.
comes.
Horford come in. Nice move.
2 points.
3-point game here as we start ticking close to 3 minutes. Marcus Smart bringing the ball up the court. Smart's just going to take this one alone.
Yeah, I mean, he's just
going to
walk into a foul. He's going to walk right all the way in. Nobody cut him off. Nobody came to help. Just literally left him on an island.
Nothing. Into the living room here. It's a nice play by Horford.
Yeah, nice play.
And Smart.
But yeah, he just walks away.
The help doesn't come over.
The walk just he moves away from the help.
Yep. Horford decides not to get in front of Marcus Smart and results in a very easy 2-point basket. So there you go.
And the N1 too.
Yeah, he does have the opportunity for the and 1, so could make it a 6-point game, and does. Marcus Smart converting one of the easiest 3-point plays I have ever seen in the NBA.
Yeah.
Celtics in a zone?
Yeah.
Yeah? Right?
100%.
Philly trying to shoot over the zone. Can't get that one to go from the right wing.
That was weird. Interesting.
It was a bit of a matchup zone because the center was matched up and wasn't actually playing a spot. Marcus Smart tries to go for the repeat on the living room play and can't get it to go. Rebound.
I thought he was going to lob it up to Tice.
Yeah, I thought so too. Harris thinking about 3. Richardson instead going to take 3. He's going to fire and connect.
I was going to say, at least he hit the 3, but my God, man, you got to get the ball down to Al Horford. He's yelling for it. He's got Jalen Brown on him. Like, come on, a mismatch.
From 3, no. Tice looking to... Tice, he's just going to pass this one up. Passes this one to Semi Ojeleye. Back to Tice. 5 seconds here on the shot clock. Got to make something happen, and they're at midcourt. The Celtics now running out of time. Crazy shot for Kemba, and that's going to be a shot clock violation as it didn't even hit the rim. Oh, Kemba got caught in a bad spot,
Yeah,
actually.
got caught in a bad spot.
Caught him.
I wouldn't say it was really his fault though. He was kind of just like handed a really bad situation.
Tice gave him the ball at midcourt with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Like,
yeah, I mean,
what are you gonna do?
There was nothing really for him to do there, unfortunately.
2 minutes to go in the game
really bad
as
spot.
we get a rather long commercial here. Chance for us to check in with the stats. Under 2 minutes to go. It's a 3-point game. Embiid will come back into the game. And the shooting hasn't improved all that much, actually, for either side.
Now, both teams are shooting
sub
awful.
40, actually, right now. 33% for the 76ers, right around 40% for the Celtics. The three-point shooting percentage is actually better on the side of Philadelphia. 5 of 16 at 31%. Celtics matching it, however, with their own 5. They just happen to be 5 of 8. Free throw disparity. Actually, the 76ers haven't shot another free throw in this quarter. They were 11 of 15 when they started the quarter, and they are still 11 of 15 with 2 minutes left to go in the quarter. 10 of 11 from the side of the Celtics. Rebounds still in favor of Philadelphia, and especially on the offensive glass, Fran, 9 offensive rebounds for Philly.
Yeah, I mean that's what they're gonna have to do. They're gonna have to go to the strengths of their teams. And Embiid pretty much just has to carry him forward, which is what he's doing right now too. I mean, Embiid's playing lights out. I mean, Tobias Harris 5 of 12. I mean, it's not really shooting that lovely today, and really the rest of the team has been shooting awful for the Sixers. Pretty much Embiid's keeping him in it, so he's got to keep pushing that way. And the Celtics, Celtics are playing well. I take that back. Celtics are not really playing well. I think in the majority of their possessions, they've shot too early in the shot clock. They can get what they want against the Celtics team. They just need to stop rushing it 100%. Like there were a few Jaylen Brown shots. It's like yeah, you have the pick and roll set up, but there's no need to shoot right off of it if it's not there. So hopefully the offensive can adjust.
Embiid at one point had more than half of his team's points. No longer the case. Embiid with 19, the team with 46. So the rest of the team stepping up a little bit there while Embiid was on the bench to keep this game close. Turnovers right now, 7 for Boston, 6 for Philly. So not much there. But actually, oddly enough, points in the paint is in favor of Boston, 20-12. I don't know what to make of that.
Well, it should be the other way around.
It should be the other way around. In any case, here, late-breaking news.
All right, no, go ahead.
Patrick Beverley out for the Clippers game 3 versus the Mavericks.
Why?
Patrick Beverley will miss his second straight game. The Clippers due to a left calf strain.
Oh, okay.
So, do we know if Mark Cuban is in the bubble?
That's a great question. I don't think Mark Cuban is in the bubble. I don't think. Well, so I was thinking about this for a second. If you look at the shots that they take of the arena, there's a lot of space. The announcers are really far away from the court. The announcers I think are quarantined, but I don't think they need to be.
Yeah, they're up.
They can't get the players sick. So I think Cuban and those, I would assume so. Mark Cuban can probably just walk over to his neighborhood CVS in his basement and just buy himself a COVID test, right? It's not like a.
Yeah. The announcers are usually courtside.
But they're pretty far up now.
Right now, it looks like they're broadcasting football. They're in a box, basically.
They're not even the people that are on the court that you see here. Those are just the people operating the clock and stats.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Shot by Philly is no good as we got 1:20 to go, and this one is Brown driving in and can't get it to go. Tatum is back in with the 3 fouls. I actually thought we would see him. I was going to bring that up at the halftime, and this shot goes wild. As Marcus Smart here, nice behind the back to Brown, and Brown finishes it off. Fast break points for Boston off the errant play there by Horford. I think that was who tried to save it from going out of bounds. It's a 5-point margin, 55 seconds to go.
Oh, he almost lost the handle.
Yeah, high screen there. working on Tatum. Careful, Tatum cannot afford to get a fourth foul here in the last minute of the game. That was, and
Wait, are you watching? Tatum's not in.
wait a sec. Then I have.
That was Ennis. Ennis.
Okay, then I am complete. Then I totally missed that part. No, I thought. Okay, all right. I thought I saw some red shoes. Oh, there are red shoes,
And
but
it's
it's
posted
Williams.
up on,
It's Williams.
and then that is going to be a foul as well on the fadeaway shot there by Embiid. So he's gonna have a chance to be able to put it to basically cut the lead down to two there. And then Oz here with a little bit of knowledge. There is a second bubble for the announcers, some of the media. I think the commentators don't get court access, but can still be parts around. Yeah, I think it would. I think it would make sense that they also have to be quarantined as well.
That to me means that the announcers
that was
just
a
get a
foul.
worse hotel.
Yeah, pretty much.
They don't get to stay in the same hotel as the players. And B trying to convert from the free throw line and does. The first points from the free throw line for Philly in this quarter. A 2-point game here with 24 to go. It's about a 4 or 5 second game clock, shot clock differential that we have coming up. Marcus Smart and the Celtics are going to try to hold this one for the final shot. And Smart gets over to Williams. Back to Smart. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Smart's going to have to make it happen and gets fouled. No, does not get fouled on the 3. Going Richardson on the other side. Can't get it to go. The putback will go. No.
Not what the play was.
Oh, goodness. The putback was good if it went. He definitely got it off in time.
He should have just thrown that to Embiid.
So
really think
leave it
thrown that to Embiid.
At that, 51-49 here at halftime. Fran, we have a game. It's actually going to be an exciting game. I'll be right back.
To be honest with you, I don't really know what to make of this game.
A bit crazy, right?
It's kind of weird.
I got to go get something. I'll be right back.
Okay, you're good. I'm going to have this conversation here with Oz. So, very funny part that ESPN gets the nice hotel and the Disney TNT gets the backpackers. So one of the main things that I found like pretty interesting, I was actually like listening to this the other day, is that most of these coaches are in the bubble, right? And you would assume most of these coaches really, they're generally older people. And I personally get called a grandpa for going on my walks that I like to take because I like walking.
Oh, I do that too.
And so they were making comments like Eric Spoelstra always goes for a walk at like the same time that like Carlisle will go for a walk. So like all these like coaches are like on the same walking path, like crossing each other and like running into each other, sitting on the bench. Like it's like very weird. So I was just thinking to myself like the other day is like, oh, what would I do if I was like in that situation or anything? I was thinking like I would just like I would always have my schedule, like I know when I'm walking, and then like I always see that same coach but never say anything to him. And then like one day like he's in a matchup or something like that, like he's got the next game, just like give him like, hey, like if you're in a bad situation, just like post up this guy against this and like send a double team here, and like you'll be good. And then like sit there and like he's like down by 15, and then he's like, oh my god, I'm scrambling. It's like, wait, what did the coach tell me on the walk? And like go to that play and then like get him 10 points, win the game. That was like my dream. That's what it would have been. Oh, but I just think it's interesting. I bet you most of these coaches, I don't know if they like each other. I don't know if they hate each other. I don't really know what the coach's feeling is of each other. I don't know if it's animosity like between teams. I don't really know how it works, to be honest with you. I don't really have that much insight into the coaching like.
I would guess that. Well, there's a coaching fraternity, right? They're all like sort of buddies with one another.
Yeah, that's what I would expect too. But I'm just they're just so like close together, always seeing each other, going on walks, and they're honestly probably bored out of their mind. So it's like when they're not playing basketball or doing anything like that,
or they're just like super focused on the next game.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's just a pretty neat like just topic, very different way how it's been working.
Before we get to the halftime stuff, I'm gonna eat my apple cake. By the way, chat, I am introducing the chat to apple cake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our mother sends us apple cake, and some people will say apple cake is not a thing.
Probably
apple cake
live
is
on
a
stream.
thing. Apple cake is the
Apple
thing.
cake.
Apple cake is amazing.
This thing is amazing. Okay.
If you sub, I'll send you some.
Yeah. I mean,
Maybe not to Australia. It may not get to Australia, but
it might not get to Australia. It's a little far. We'll have to find a way to freeze it. But
apple
know-
cake and basketball part of this complete breakfast. Yeah, Oz. That is hilarious.
I'll tell you what, we Americans love our apple pie. But if you want to be very original, you take apple cake instead. And people will think it's very exotic. And memorable. And just straight up delicious.
Any golf love. So I would say I don't think my brother over here watches golf that much or knows kind of what's really going on in that world. I sort of keep up with it. I don't have that much knowledge of it. I know like the people that are hot, the people that are not. I'll typically watch it on Sunday. Like if there's nothing else on, I'll watch the last round or something like that. But I'm not the biggest golf fan. I have a lot of friends that are pretty obsessed with it. They're like always doing betting things and making tables and like squares and stuff like that for the seasons. But yeah, 59-60 is absurd. Especially, what course are they playing at this weekend? But so another thing that I wanted to come to, DFC, TBC Boss. Wow, that is actually a really low score for that area. Interesting. And so all right, this is the other point that I wanted to make. With the players being in the bubble, I was listening to this, and some coaches were talking, and they were basically saying that they can't, like doctors and medical doctors and like kind of fitness coaches and everything always say that like the players need a day off. And there's been a lot of situations and a lot of circumstances where a coach has actually gone and said to their players, like, yeah, I'm going to give you the day off tomorrow. Like, we won yesterday, practice, like, walk through, just like relax.
Wait, what are you going to do?
And the players go, no, I'm not taking the day off. Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't want to do that.
Day off
because
to do
literally
what?
the playoff, because literally the players have nothing else to do, and they were basically saying like, if you give them the day off, they sit there the whole day and they're like, what am I here for? Like, what am I doing? And they all get wrapped up in their head. And I totally would too. So it's the first situation ever that all these coaches literally have their players being like, yeah, like when's practice? Like when's the next thing we got? Like, what are we doing, guys? So this led to me to my next thought is, why don't they allow other teams to watch?
Watch what?
This. Like the Nuggets played. The Nuggets played today already. Why can't they come watch?
Oh, you're saying like why can't? Oh, because like in the NCAA tournament, you like when you're done, you'll like come up and you'll watch.
Why can't they watch?
Because it's just like more. I guess they'd all have to be wearing masks, and there's like just more
exposure. What do you mean? They don't
risk.
have. No. What do you mean? There's no exposure risk. They're all in the bubble.
But even the staff and stuff, they're all wearing masks and everything. Like I would just think you want to like keep the number of people low. Like just in general.
At that, the way how it's presented to me, like the entire bubble is safe, so anybody within that bubble can go.
Yeah, but they're still all wearing masks regardless.
Right. So I mean, yeah, they get to go watch and they'll wear masks.
Yeah.
Or you'll just put that glass screen up in a corner. Like, it didn't take much effort. I think it would just be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like it would be pretty nuts if you had like other players that you were friends with and you were like about to like the championship.
Yeah, well, and they're like the cheering section.
Yeah, the problem is nobody would stay.
Yeah.
Because they all want to go home immediately.
Well, yeah, they want to go home and they need to do their treatment and stuff. Like,
but I don't know, for a game like this, if you played at 1:30 in the afternoon, your game finished at 3, and you're just kind of hanging out, there's nothing else on TV at 9 with your go watch the Lakers play, go watch LeBron play, or go watch like the Clippers. Like, it would be cool. I think they would like that. But I don't know. And rule of law, I'm not sure if they did earlier in the bubble. I think it would have been really neat. I actually think it would have been really neat for the camera and the producers to actually cut away and give them something else and give them more content. I thought it would be a content play too for the
because they could have done life in the bubble.
Yeah, they could have just been hey, like a life in the bubble, or hey, what's your perspective on this game?
Actually, Grayson Allen was streaming from the bubble, I think, early on.
So
I think he was playing Apex from the bubble or something. I remember this. Yeah, Grayson, one of our other Duke boys, but also a fellow Twitch streamer. and quite a good Apex player. So some of his hand-eye coordination skills translating well over into the video game world. But yeah, I would think that there's plenty of content opportunities. I just like the NBA. I think it would have to come from the players. Could it look a little weird if the NBA was trying to monetize on it? Because then it's like, well, you're like, it's a bad look if you're trying to monetize on the coronavirus situation as a result. But like the players, I think should like free reign,
but I'm
like do whatever you want.
you're telling me that if you went and like asked the player and was like, "Hey, do you want to go watch the game?" They would say no.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. I feel like they have nothing else to do. They're just gonna watch it on TV and hang out anyways, right? Like, I don't.
Yeah, who brought the PlayStation?
Also the you remember it too because we talked about it on the other stream last time. There was one player, I think it was on the Celtics. Was it Kemba or somebody else that brought their own like espresso maker and charges $20 a cup?
Wait, so really?
Yeah. So like nobody brought like espresso, and the only thing that all the other players is like the really bad hotel coffee that tastes like crap. I mean, it's awful.
Yeah.
So the guy like brought his own like drip coffee and like makes it and charges everybody $20.
Oh my god, that is
hilarious. Jimmy Butler, $20
Jimmy
a cup.
Butler. Are they paying him on like Venmo?
Like cash?
PayPal,
No, you just cash.
Bitcoin, just cash.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
That is really funny.
But like kind of genius also. And out of all the people to do it, of course, it's Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. We'll get back to the NBA in a second. While we're at halftime, let's do the roundup across the other wide world of sports. Fran, updates from the Champions League.
So this update is from the Europa League.
Okay.
With the Europa League final today, we had the final of the Europa League. The score ended was a fantastic match, one of the most beautiful footballing one of the most beautiful first halves of football I think I've seen in like this entire year. It was spectacular. Inter Milan versus Sevilla. Sevilla ended up taking the winner at the end through a bicycle kick that was actually redirected into the goal. And then that was Sevilla's sixth championship win. So that's the sixth time they've won the Europa League. Now, for the bigger trophy in the Champions League, that will be on Sunday at 3:00. It is Paris Saint-Germain versus Bayern Munich for the title there. It should be very fascinating. It should be two very big clubs. One club backed by questionable money, the other club backed by the people. So it should be a very interesting. If you kind of like how the history of soccer and football and all that type of stuff, you most likely will be rooting for Bayern Munich. But it should be a very good match. And then we also have, I think, Formula One as well on Sunday. There is a race. Qualifying will be tomorrow for the pole.
There you go. And in college news, the NCAA Division I Board of Directors voted Friday to give all fall sports student athletes an additional year of eligibility, an additional year to complete it through an automatic waiver. Finally, the NCAA does something correctly.
Yeah, you've probably heard from our streams. Credit where credit is due, give it to the NCAA, but we're pretty pro college athlete, I would say, on this channel. Good move from the NCAA. The other thing for me though is that who cares?
What do you mean?
Actually, who cares? Who does this actually impact? It impacts nobody, because yes, okay, let me rephrase that. It impacts nobody in the sense of players that we know and that we watch, and that bring money and revenue to the sport.
No. It impacts the entire football for the Big
No, it
Ten
doesn't.
and the Pac-12.
No, because all these players, if they're going to leave, they already completed their junior year. They're going to leave. Trevor Lawrence is not going to be like, oh, thanks for the other year of eligibility. I'm going to come back and play again.
Franny.
No.
The young players, the freshman players, the sophomore players.
And all those players are now going to take that extra year of eligibility, and now they're a sophomore, and they're just going to leave right after it at their junior year, because their junior year becomes their senior year.
So you're saying they will take advantage of just
where this is very beneficial
instead of, well, actually less risk of injury, I suppose.
Yes, of course. This gets them to the league without getting injured and showcasing their talent 100%. Where this rule is very nice and it is helpful is for the student athlete that is not going pro. This is very good for that individual.
Which, by the way,
which is the majority of everybody in the NCAA, and the NCAA should be taking care of those people.
Yes.
100%. So it's a very good move for them. My statement at the beginning is just general around like the big money in the sport. It doesn't really do anything for it. It won't. If people are going to leave, they're going to look to it to leave even sooner. One and done's is still going to leave even sooner. All that type of stuff. But for the actual regular college athlete, this is very good because I had a lot of friends in college. I mean, they want to keep playing, they want to keep doing their sport. They know they're not going to go pro, but having another year of eligibility gives you more time to get your degree, your education, and so forth. So
Yeah.
great move by the NCAA. But like on the football scale and the basketball scale, I don't think there'll be any impact.
Because basketball will play regardless. They will at least probably do their conference slate closer to the end of the year, and certainly once the springtime rolls around, they will still play. But you're basically saying if you're a one and done, you're still out regardless. You're not going to take the other year of eligibility,
Yep.
even if you could. It's
I
a fair
mean,
point.
maybe for some players in college football, they'll take the other one to showcase more. But most of those guys, when they're ready to go, they're out junior year.
Right.
Yeah, and this is going to
Yeah.
push them. So,
But the
but it's good.
SEC,
Nice.
yeah.
It's nice the NCAA did something. I'm proud.
SEC, ACC, Big 12 still slated to go. So far, college football kicking off in about 2 weeks from now. We will see if that holds. Because what's been happening, we've been seeing reports from various schools this week with multiple positive coronavirus tests. Even recently, UL Monroe, Notre Dame, Vanderbilt, App State. I believe UNC was part of that earlier this week.
Yeah, UNC was.
Yep. So they have to basically to stop and start practices. So just an all around mess. Just an all around mess. I don't
find it very. There's no solution. There's no one way
no
right
solution.
or wrong or anything like that. I just find it weird if campuses close the schools and
then
don't have
somehow
people.
still play.
Yeah.
No, that can't happen.
Right? No, but like Harvard's all online classes. I know the Ivy League like canceled all the sports and stuff, but
Yeah.
Duke may not do all in-person classes. I mean, our cousin or whatever is
only
not going
like
back,
only
right?
half of the student body is at Duke right now.
Right? Like that's kind of weird. So like you close the school, but you keep it open for I don't know. I think it's kind of like, yeah, the players want to play, but it like puts a really big microscope on schools like trying to make money. Like it's a double-edged sword, in my opinion.
Indeed.
I think it's a little weird. Probably good for the freshman, sophomore football players who still need physical development and bulking. Yeah, I agree. That'll well. There are situations that since some players haven't grown into their bodies yet, this extra year will help them.
Yeah.
And I also need to turn the lights on because it got really dark.
I was gonna say, I'm still.
Yeah,
it's still.
You can't really see me.
It's still 5:00 here for me, but it's getting dark here on the East Coast for Fran. The joys of broadcasting across the country from one another. There we go. Start of the third quarter here. We're going to do a quick roundup just to keep folks up to date with what's going on in the NBA playoffs before the start of the third quarter here. Toronto ahead 3-0 against the Nets. Utah up 2-1 over Denver. The Clippers and Dallas will play right after this game. That series tied at 1 apiece. Last night, Miami with a win over Indiana 2-0 in that series. Houston 2-0 over OKC. Bucks finally right the ship with a 15-point win over the Magic to even that series 1-1. And the Lakers also get it right with a 23-point win over Portland. Unfortunately, in that Portland game, Portland Trailblazers star guard Damian Lillard with an injury, dislocated left index finger. All reports are that Damian Lillard will play in the game 3 tomorrow night, so we'll be on the lookout for that to see if Portland can come back and it wasn't just sort of a one-hit wonder there in their first game. Also, Fran, the NBA draft lottery was last night, and the Timberwolves come out on top as the lucky winners of that one.
Does it look like weirdly really bright in the corner? Yeah, it does look weirdly really bright.
Unfortunately, your Knicks not winning the lottery in any case. No scoring yet here in the second. Actually, no. Celtics do go up by 2 points. Try to put back there as Tice comes down with the rebound. We're now a minute into the third quarter. On the floor, Brown, Smart, Walker, Tatum, and Tice. And here is Walker. Walker off the back of the iron, rebound down to the 76ers. Milton, who's going to drive it in right straight into Tice and find himself in a bit of trouble, but go up and the foul is drawn. Tice with the foul as Milton will go to the free throw line.
Tell me when he shoots.
Okay, will do. As I was saying, your Knicks did not come up as winners in the lottery again.
Did he shoot yet?
Even if they did, I don't know if what they would do with it. He's going through his shooting motion, and there is the shot, and that shot does go down. So it is a 3-point.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, picks aren't going to help us. We've already proved that picks don't help us. So
I thought RJ was the answer.
Yeah, clearly not. It's like the most unclutch basketball player I've ever seen in my entire life.
2 points there from the line for Milton.
It's actually really funny. I ran into a girl the other, went out to dinner with a girl the other day that went to Michigan State that happened to be at the same game.
Wait, what?
Like the same game, same arena. We were at the same game, like in the Capital One.
The game in DC.
Yeah.
Oh, that robbery.
She's like,
Jesus.
"Oh, did you go to?" I was like, "Yeah, I went to the Duke game. Big fan." She's, "Oh, I was there too. I went to Michigan State." I'm like, "Oh my god,
theft! That is a charge. That is absolutely a charge."
Like, what do you? The thing to me that I don't understand is like, what is he saying to the ref? Oh, I didn't hit him.
I didn't just run him over. Brown even trying to plead his case there, but I mean, Jesus.
He looks like he just saw a ghost.
Here, Celtics bench play getting 44 minutes in the first half. Again, probably because of the foul situation with Tatum.
So the big thing here with me, I'm gonna be interested if Embiid can keep this up. He's
for the full 48.
Yeah, for the full 48. He's used a lot of energy coming up to this. He's already got 22. He's already got a double-double. I mean, the guy's playing out of his mind. I got to give him credit. He's playing unbelievable. But can he keep it going? I'm not sure.
This seems like the kind of game. Typically, in some of these series, you see there is a game where the star carries you, and you get one. Like the star's good for one.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And that was like Damian Lillard in Game 1. Assuming they don't continue to win or whatever, right? But
I don't know what's going to happen in that series, actually.
I can't wait to see what's going to happen.
I mean, basically what happened in the last game is that Anthony Davis decided eventually, oh, wait, haha, nobody can guard me. Yeah. Duh. Dude, you're 7 foot and you're an unbelievable basketball player. You shoot the ball. And he finally realized nobody could guard him.
Milton trying to come off a screen set by Horford, and Embiid's going to try to get this down low to Horford.
Nice position.
Richardson down low, but just dancing around here. Richardson gets caught off by Tease, and that
bad shot.
In and out.
Oh my God, he almost made it.
He almost made it. Goaltending.
Oh, yeah, totally in. Yep.
Embiid can't believe it, but yes, this is going to be goaltending here. Off the drive, Kemba with just a flash of speed is down to the other end of the floor instantly. And
I'd like to see a replay of it, though. I think it is pretty close.
Oh, wow, that is
close.
Oh,
it's clean block.
Wait a sec.
It's clean block. It's clean.
It is, actually.
They pin it. They pin it to the backboard. Yeah, good block.
That is the wrong call. This can be reviewed, can it? Or no, because we're not.
Who gets credit for that block?
They will review it. It is a challenge. Okay, so you're not in the last 2 minutes, so it's not automatically reviewed.
No, but you can challenge us. Yeah.
But it has been challenged.
But who gets the block? They both touched it.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a half block. It's probably the one that gets there first. I think Horford was first. I think Horford was first.
That's fair. One question I kind of had for the chat of Rule and Oz. It seems like you guys have been watching a decent amount of this. Do you kind of have the feeling and ideas? I sort of talked about this earlier too. Is when teams are down and they're down big, like Denver was today, and then Portland was yesterday. Do you get the idea that the game is it's over? They're typically when we're watching NBA games with crowds and all that type of stuff. Teams sometimes actually still try from 25, 30 points down. I've kind of seen them just give up. Wondering what your kind of thoughts or take is on that too.
And sort of the
yards there.
debate was that because there are no fans, there's no like the home court advantage, or there's nobody to like pull you out of a 20-point
nobody
deficit.
pull you out of anything.
Anything, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we still got. Jeez, we got a minute and 20 seconds left.
Yeah,
we
there's
just come
still
back?
like 2 minutes on this commercial break.
Didn't we just come? Oh, it's because it's a challenge. It was a challenge.
Yeah, but the challenge takes 4 minutes to look at the damn play. We had it here in 10 seconds. I mean,
yeah, that's fair. No, Rule, that comment's pretty accurate, 100%. Because when I was watching yesterday in the Portland game, like they were pretty much. I mean, they were like blown out by halftime. But in the third, like the shooters still tried to shoot and like see if they could get hot. Like McCollum was still taking like pretty deep threes. So was Lillard, just to see if they could maybe get hot. But yeah, I agree.
yeah, I think you were away when I did the run through of the other ones that Lillard will play tomorrow, despite the index finger. So
yeah, that's what I think goes through their mind a lot. I think it's like, yeah, we'll be back here in 48 hours. Just get rid of this one. Let's move on. Might inspire the team to rally. Yeah.
Swipe.
Yeah, it's like swipe left. Let's go. Let's
Swipe
get out of here.
Next.
Swipe it. Let's move on. Because, well, it's also true because, like, what if you're in a crowd with a bunch of people? What are you just gonna like give up?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
like it's a little harder to just like give up when people pay to go to the game. But here, like, you could just like pretty much, hey guys, you guys want to give up? Go to the next one. Yep.
Good
all right.
point. Nobody bought tickets for this.
Nobody bought tickets to the
Nobody
game.
Bought tickets. Interesting. Has there been any sense of load management within the bubble? Is that a thing?
Yeah, when the teams already were in the playoffs, like LeBron didn't play for like 3 or 4 games, so did Anthony Davis didn't either. Kawhi's been playing, but on the games that they were already in, he played like less minutes, 20 minutes, just keep him in rhythm and stuff. I actually think this type of format and system actually, I think it keeps him healthier, in my opinion.
Yeah, that was always the risk, right?
Just think about the wear and tear of traveling. Think about how much it stinks to get off a plane.
Oh, you don't have to tell me.
Right? Like how much it stinks to get off a plane and go to a hotel
or get on the
that you haven't been in, or get on the plane. Like that stinks, man. Especially after a loss. Like that's exhausting. That's a big drain and strain on the body. Like here, you just go like straight to the medical tent, get your stuff done, get whatever you need, go to the hotel. Less than 20 minutes, you're there and you're in bed. Like, it's
so it's a 4-point game as Philly wins the tip-off, but there are
tip
bodies
it in the middle. That's hilarious.
There are bodies all over the floor here at this possession. We'll figure out exactly what happens here. This might be a foul against Marcus Smart, who doesn't let Richardson land, and that is going to be the call. Foul against Marcus Smart on the closeout of the three-pointer, committing the cardinal sin of fouling a three-point shooter. And Richardson to the line for 3.
I love flying, especially long haul, but then I'm weird. I mean, it's wherever you got to go, you got to travel long haul. So, I mean,
is there anything else?
Other than other places on Australia and some islands in the Southeast Asia Pacific and New Zealand? I'm sure there's...
Well, no. What's
your radius?
Sydney to Perth is a 4-hour flight, buddy. It's 4 hours and 3 time zones. Yeah. It is like going across it's like going across the U.S. basically.
Yeah, screw that.
But I think
you're definitely used to long haul flights then.
But Oz is a bit further north, but I still think he's probably got a decent flying time to.
That's insane. Places. I didn't actually know Australia is that. I mean, I knew it was big.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's wild. And then New Zealand is ahead of Sydney. So if you because there are teams, there's a New Zealand team in the NBL and there's a Perth one. So if you actually have to like cross the whole thing, it's like probably 5 hours of flying time and 5 time zones, something like that.
It's insane.
I'll probably get corrected here in a second, but it's extreme.
Embiid should shoot it here. He's going to try to back down Tice. He's going to fade away. Think about the fade away. He's going to get fouled. Yep.
It's a good pump there. Good pump fake. I might be ahead of you.
MJ, no, I just moved mine up.
Oh, okay.
He's like about to think about shooting.
Yeah.
MJ always said he would always play his hardest because it may be the only time fan. Yeah, I got that from the documentary. It was great, but it'd be kind of weird. I always thought about And I brought this up before. Like,
Yeah.
if you took the '80s teams and put them in the bubble, like, how different would it be? Would they be like locked in? I don't know. I like yeah, Dennis Rodman would not be able to live in the bubble. The guy would. He can't.
That would be hilarious.
Right? So like that doesn't work. Like
Can you
Isaiah
imagine?
Thomas and all these other guys going at each other. Like I, but I mean, technically there are fans watching. There are virtual fans.
There are virtual fans. Wait, was it? Oh no, it was Justin who said somebody he knew got like tapped to like be a virtual fan. Apparently, you don't even need to be a season ticket holder to be a virtual fan. You could be
Yeah,
anyone.
you just join the Zoom call
Yeah.
or like the chat room.
Yeah. As Philly has
Philly's
its
taking the
first
lead here.
of the afternoon off of Joel Embiid's free throws. 24 points for Embiid, and Philly has sneakily caught up, and there's Kemba.
Oh wait, now I'm ahead of you.
There is Kemba putting the Celtics back up in front, 57-56. 8:28 to go here in the third as we have a game. We're going to have a game, actually. I think this is just going to be like this pretty much. Tatum has been quiet, and I have no idea what just happened there. That was, I thought, going to be a travel off on Richardson, but not. He turns it over anyway, and there goes Kemba going the other way, and Kemba for three. Daniel the Goody, 76ers winning. 76ers were winning. And Kemba has now put this one back in the hands of the Celtics by 4 points here. Thought about it. The dunk, tried. Harris thought about the dunk, tried the dunk. Richardson thought about the three, tried it. Can't get it to go either. And it's going to be called out on the Celtics. I actually think I can advance here a little, friend. I can. Who do we want to win? We are rooting as Embiid goes off at. I'm at 7:34, by the way. And Kemba to the line here, 62-56 Celtics. We have too many Celtics friends that would probably find us, and if we didn't root for the Celtics. But we appreciate fans from either side. So this isn't a Duke game. We're not going to be extremely biased either way. As a nice drive there for Philly, pulls it back within 5 points, 63-58.
Yeah, I lost my box score as well for some reason.
Oh, you lost your box. Well, Kemba going to try with the step back fadeaway. Can't get that one to drop. And rebound down to the 76ers here. Oh, that was a pass they were trying to sneak inside. Richardson there on the left side. Yes! Richardson for three, 61 points for the 76ers, and it's a 2-point game again. Back and forth we go, Fred. Neither team decisively trying to pull away. Tatum completely shut out of this third quarter. My guess is probably out of the rhythm of the game, trying to get himself back into it. That little floater won't go, so he won't get started. A little frustration there. Tatum with the hand slap. Tatum's got to find his shot. Even if he can get to the free throw line and just see some shots go down, careful there. He's working on Horford down low. The help comes from Smart and can't get that to go, but it's going to be a foul.
I gotta catch up with you in a second here.
Okay.
For some reason, it just like all reset on me, but so I'm almost done.
That's all right. We'll keep it rolling here. As Harris is now up at the free throw line, trying to tie this game up. Makes the first of the free throws. Wanamaker back into the game.
Where are you? Is Tobias shooting the free throw?
The second free throw right now. Yep. Jason Tatum with 5 points and
like
4
Smart
fouls.
just ran off the court.
It's a little. That's a little behind. Kemba now bringing the ball up the floor on the left side. 7-0 run for the 76ers here in the last minute and 25 seconds. All tied up at 63. As Kemba bringing the ball up the court. Kemba with the right hand. What a beautiful finish.
All right, we're good. We're on the same page.
All right. What a beautiful finish by Kemba.
Oh, Milton's going to find that look down there for Horford. He's got to go straight
That's a
up.
push. No.
Oh my God.
Oh,
he throws it
sneaky
up.
heads up play. Yo, that's a 5-head play right there
That's a great play.
with
I love
the
that one.
by Walker hitting it off of Horford.
I mean, it's once again, there's no help.
But yo, he's too explosive. I mean, that play is just there's no way. You're not stopping Kemba.
What do you mean? He's sitting right there in the paint. Korkmaz's not going to be able to stay with him, but there's got to be somebody there in the paint that can move over and help.
20
Horford
points,
can
10
still
in
come
this
over.
quarter. Really picking up the slack, and here's Kemba again for 3. No, can't get it. Front iron. The rest of the Celtics team really making up for the lack of production from Tatum today, who just has struggled to get himself in the game with the foul trouble. He's got four fouls here with 5 minutes left in the third, and there is
Nice bucket from
nice
Tobias.
from Harris. There you go. Can Melo do that?
Yeah, Melo only shoots fadeaways.
All tied up once again at 65 as these teams go back and forth. Tatum trying to free himself, trying to hunt his shot. There's Tatum. Tatum! No! Tatum blocked from behind. No foul called. Philly going the other way, and Philly going to go for 3, and that hits the bottom of the net. Nothing there. Missed everything, and here is Tatum going coast to coast, and that should get him going.
Strong man move right there. I loved it with the elbow, kind of shook off Horford, send him for a run there, taking that air ball all the way to the full court. That was beautiful.
After Korkmaz's just, I don't even know, it was basically an air ball. If it didn't hit the bottom of the net, it wouldn't have hit anything.
And then Oz here catching up in chat. It's 4-hour Melbourne to New Zealand and another 4 to Perth. Wow, 4 different time zones between them. That's insane. And then we had a Singapore team in the NBL too at one point. And 7 out. Wow, I'm pretty glad. I'm sure they were pretty happy when they got rid of the Singapore team, so they didn't have to travel. And thank you, Triple Threat _ for the follow on the Twitch side of things. Very much appreciated. Thank you for coming along and kind of hopping in chat or coming in and viewing us. It's very much appreciated.
Triple Threat, thank you so much. Thanks to all those who have tuned in across both Twitch and YouTube. Make sure to hit the follow button on Twitch and the subscribe one on YouTube. It's always free. We're here just hanging out, bringing you the NBA playoffs, focusing right now on the Celtics, but as the playoffs get deeper, we will keep going with the teams that remain in it. Also, waiting very patiently for our college seasons to start. Because we will love to continue doing those games as well. Also, so fun fact, did you know that it takes as long to get from Tokyo to Sydney as it does from Seattle to Tokyo?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, it does. True story.
Thanks for streaming, says IceFlip42. And then IceFlip42, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Don't thank us for streaming. Thank you for your support. Being active in chat and also enjoying the content. Very much appreciated. We're not here without y'all, so thank you. Appreciate it. And,
thank you very much. Thank you.
Any questions, any comments you'll have, just please send them our way. Should the Sixers trade Simmons?
Ooh!
Man, I'm sort of the wrong person to ask this, but
why? That means you're the right person to ask.
All right, this is the other thing, Triple Threat. I don't know if you have any if you're like a Sixers fan or anything like that. So I would not say this if you're a Sixers fan or like a big Ben Simmons fan, but I personally just don't understand how Ben Simmons fits in a championship winning team. I really don't. I actually just don't really TLDR. Damn it. I just don't really understand where it goes. He's kind of a player that I'm sort of an individual that's like, you need to be able to shoot the basketball and create your own shot as a point guard and get other people their bucket.
Yeah. Ben
Simmons can sort of create his own shot, but only if he drives and goes to the. Yeah, exactly. That's the only way it works. You're right. Because the way it works, Ben Simmons still can't necessarily create his own shot, and I don't think he ever will get a jumper. He hasn't really tried. I don't know why he hasn't. I mean, he's off. He should. I mean, even if he has a broken leg or a knee injury, he can sit on a chair and just flick his wrist and shoot, and learn how to shoot. It's not that hard. I mean, he's got nothing else to do, right? So the only way how I necessarily see it working is if you play him in like the LeBron James style play of point guard. But it's hard because LeBron James can shoot, right? But that's the way how you would necessarily have to play him. And I think you need to be able to have him be effective. You need that second point guard to be able to come and get you that bucket. Like you need like a Kemba or something, like maybe not on the bench, but you need them as a 2 guard to be able to take over that role because he almost like takes up it. You just don't know what to do when someone handles the ball so much and he can't shoot. It's just
Yeah.
very weird. It's very odd. So in the context of the Sixers, I don't necessarily think they should trade him. I think you have a very good
Who else are you
foundation
gonna
right
get?
now. Yeah, that's the other thing. I think you have a good foundation
What a
now.
play.
I think you got to get rid of Harris and you got to get rid of Horford. The 2 contracts are ridiculous and not really helping you out that much, right?
Simmons still
So
in
I
his
think
rookie
you can
contract?
I still think you can build from Simmons and Embiid 100% and win a championship. But you need to build it correctly.
There's a beautiful extra pass here. The shot that
Wait,
just
hold on,
doesn't
I
go
don't have it.
down,
There we
and
go.
then the putback attempted by Burks. Man, he worked hard to come up with nothing there. And here's Jason Tatum is now going to go for 3. Tatum, can he feeling it? No. Tatum's 3-point shot off.
I can't
Celtics
even
still
pay attention to the game, man. These questions are really hard.
rip it, go.
I want to start my team with Tatum, Mitchell, Ja, Trey, Siakam. Fuck, Jesus.
What are we building all-star teams now?
I'm actually gonna go with something that's actually pretty. I'm gonna go with John Moran on this one. Actually, from what I've been seeing of John Moran off of his first year is absolutely incredible. It's lights out, and then that is going to be a 3-point shot there for the Boston Celtics.
Too
Kind
easy.
of weird jump shot. Yeah, nobody played defense
Yeah,
or
nobody.
anything. But I would definitely start the team with John Moran just because of all the progression that I was able to see him make this year. And he's actually a true point guard. He can go get his bucket and he can also score. The other reason why I wouldn't make the teams with Tatum and Siakam is because they actually don't handle the ball that much. They're like your 2 or 3 guys that can go out there and get your 2 and 3 positions, and that's a really nice 3-point shot.
That was a nice extra pass. That was the right play.
And they can kind of go get you your bucket, but they don't actually handle the ball fully. Donovan Mitchell, I do think he would be the team to start with. Me personally, I really just like John Morant, his personality, how he works, and his ability. And there you're going to see Jason Tatum with a beautiful fadeaway jump shot there on the low block.
Oh my. 6-point lead there for the Celtics.
Correct triple threat if you play Simmons out of the post more. But think about this: when you already have Al Horford and Embiid on the team, where's the space?
Yeah. Speaking of space,
Right, that's difficult.
Al Horford trying to create some of his own. Going to go up there against Williams and draw a foul. This is the replay of the beautiful extra pass to Milton who drains the 3. And once again, we get the replay of the even more beautiful step back jumper for Tatum, who maybe that shot gets him going here late in the third. Horford on the line shooting 2.
And on the topic of trading Simmons for Beal, I live in Washington, D.C. Actually, I live pretty close to the arena, too. So I actually get to see Beal play a lot in person. Yeah, dude's a bucket. He's really good. That's somebody that I could actually see that sort of trade happening. Like, imagine if you had John Wall, Beal, and Embiid. That team's unbelievable. But, like trade John Wall for Simmons and then add it in, you're like, huh? But that's like kind of the logic with Simmons. I just think Simmons is such a weird case. As Ice Flip says, I think he's just got to work on a shot, man. If you work on a shot, it's all solved. And then Jaylen Brown with his left hand there is not able to get the bucket over Al Horford, and it's going to go out of bounds for the 76ers. Thank you for all those questions. Those questions I had to ever think on the spot like that. Jeez,
it's
John
probably
Morant,
the most questions you've got on stream.
Oh.
You're gonna need backup next stream. You're gonna need backup, buddy. You better get the
yeah.
rest of your
I
NBA
don't got all my hot takes for this stuff, man.
Yeah. You get the rest of the NBA crew here, and we can do this like really formally. This Tatum, no, that
didn't get
pass.
there. The foot race.
Yeah, the baseball pass.
Oh,
just
no way.
too long.
No, it's Celtics ball.
Brad Stevens is imploring the ref that it is Celtics ball. They should be able to look at this.
Yeah, it's Celtics ball. All
right. We're gonna get this in the replay.
But one thing on the Donovan Mitchell, he just needs to develop his jump shot just a little more. He's another player.
No, it's
and if
Philly
he develops
ball.
it, he's going to be
it's
even
Philly
better.
ball, dude. That went off Tatum's hand there at the end.
Oh. Smart with the floater there. Gets it to go.
Yes, he does. Nice hanging floater there by Smart as the lead extends to 7 for Boston.
Yeah, I 100% fire Brett Brown after this season.
Whoa! Nice little play there. Turnover and going the other way. Beautiful pass by Tatum. Probably should have kept it though, although a little too selfless on that one as the Celtics come up empty on the fast break. And trying to answer here is Philadelphia, who can't get it to go rebound down to Philly. And here's the second three-pointer. And that three-pointer is good by Burks.
That's really good ball movement.
Really good ball movement. Philly's been playing better. Embiid off the floor, actually, for the last several minutes here. And still only a 5-point game. Tatum trying to make it happen, gets his man up in the air, decides to pass it up as he doesn't quite have the shot, waiting for the screen by Williams, and now Tatum will take it off the back iron. For Philadelphia 76ers there for the rebound, and they do come down with it. 36 seconds to go. Way early in the shot clock, maybe trying to go 2 for 1 here. And that is what Philly was trying to do, taking an early shot in the shot clock, but Boston now with an 8-second game clock, shot clock differential as time winds down here. 20 seconds to go in the third. Kemba in control. No, sorry. Wanamaker in control here, playing point.
Oh, he couldn't get the... It never hit the...
It did
Marcus
not.
Smart.
It did not hit the rim. It hit the
He
side
always
of the
is
backboard.
trying. I love him, man. He's a great...
It hit the side of the backboard, so there is no shot clock reset as Stevens? No, not going to call a timeout here. Stevens is making some substitutions here with Langford coming into the game and Tatum out, wanting to protect Tatum here in the last 8 seconds. Remember Tatum playing with 4 fouls. Good call there by Brad Stevens. I guess that's a mic on the side of his belt that he's wearing. 4 seconds here for Philly. Philly going to put up a 3-point shot, and that shot by Mike Scott from Philly, is wide at the end of 3. So make it a 4-point lead for the Boston Celtics as we head into the final 12. Fran, we have a game.
And here to pick up on some of the chat that I'm lagging behind here on is kind of do I think Brett Brown should be fired after the season? So
oh boy.
Brett Brown has kind of been seeing the whole trust the process movement kind of like the whole way through pretty much. I mean, maybe not the whole way through, but he's been there for the last like 2 or 3 years. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure his entire tenure, but he's been there for a significant amount of time. Throughout the team, I mean, you started with Ben Simmons, you got Joel Embiid, you drafted well, and then, yeah, things happened with, oh my God, what's his name? The guy from Washington that it didn't pan out with.
Are we talking about the player or the coach?
Player. And then, like, they traded him because he couldn't shoot with his shoulder. I can't remember the guy's name. But that happened when he was drafted number 1, and then now he plays for Orlando. It's funny because I called one of his games, and now I can't think of his name.
From
Fultz,
Washington.
there we go. Oh my God.
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
Markelle Fultz and Okafor didn't work out. But throughout the draft process and kind of trusting the process in that sense,
Lord
like
almighty.
you will get busts. Like you won't, every player you draft won't actually be that good. But they did. They got Simmons and they got Embiid. Now, what they did with that afterwards is I think really showed the true colors of like Brett Brown. You kind of went out on this like weird, like getting Jimmy Butler, like we got to win now. We got to like do it now. And then nothing really worked. He wasn't able actually to like put anything together. Granted, that could be higher management or that could be the players themselves not working out. But at the end of the day, you kind of have to scratch your head and be like, why am I giving Horford a max contract? And why am I giving Tobias Harris a max contract? And then with that, like moving forward, it's like, how are you supposed to build a team with those parts? At the end of the day, I think it's kind of going to be one of those, like he outlasted his tenure and I think he's going to go. There's too much negative press about it. If you talk to Sixers fans, they can't stand him anymore. They think he's got to go and he's a problem. They think higher management's a big problem. They got to go as well, kind of change the structure of the team.
I mean,
so like
trust the process is a GM thing too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But that's like I think it's just kind of run its course at this point.
I see.
It is my opinion. I just don't think he's got it. Yeah, it stinks. He has Ben Simmons and he's missing, but he's absolutely getting destroyed in this series. And it's tough for him, but I think he will be fired.
They went Fultz over Tatum. Oh my God.
And do I know
That's
much
right.
about the upcoming draft class? I don't really know if it's going. I don't really know. It's going to be interesting. And then somebody said it here. Warriors should pick. Jamie. And one pump.
Oh, Wiseman.
If the Warriors are able to select James Wiseman, that is going to be insane because I actually think they can develop him really well. James Wiseman just needs to be able to stretch his game out, play a little more than 3, and he's an athletic dude, he's incredible. He only played a few games at Memphis, but all his tapes and stuff, he is unbelievable. So I think that is probably one of the highest draft picks for that. The other one is Anthony Edwards from Georgia. I personally didn't really, when I watched him play, I wasn't that impressed with it. He's just kind of one of the people that fits the bill, has the body for it as well. This is a very European heavy draft class. Expect a lot of the teams at the top to trade down for those picks. Another one that we are very familiar with and that we actually called his games, and Oz Hoops Drek as well in the chat called his games and knows him very well, is LaMelo Ball.
Yep.
So Oz, go ahead. Please share your thoughts on. I'm sure you have more.
I called some of the games too.
Than most of the Americans too. I personally, I don't really get what the hype is, but whatever.
No. Okay, so I was calling the NBL games early on, and I don't know if Oz and I collabed for a LaMelo game. I think he had gotten injured at that point when we started our collabs, because he was playing for Illawarra, and I mean he was the star of that team. Like there's no doubt about it. He's very flashy. Like there are some plays that are just like he can definitely pass it. He can definitely pass it. I don't know if he's going to be able to score it.
I think he's going to have a problem with his frame.
But he can pass it, buddy. Like some of the passes that he was pulling off earlier in the NBL were very impressive. But the Wiseman one is an interesting one because he only played a few,
played
less than 10 games in Memphis, and then got suspended. For
suspended.
Well, whatever
there's
stuff going on there. Which we whatever. So I don't think we actually know how good Wiseman can be. You're slightly ahead of me here, I think.
The other one to look out for that's really good is Obi Toppin. That guy
from Dayton.
Bucket, dude.
From Dayton.
Yeah.
Well,
he's
that
really
was the problem.
good.
That was
really good.
That was one of the most the casualties of not having the NCAA
not having the tournament was Obi Toppin getting famous. Yes.
Well, it's because we never got to see it. America
I knew
never
Obi
got
Toppin,
to see
but nobody else did.
That's it's a travesty.
Yeah.
Because he's playing in a small school. Those games are not nationally broadcast.
They brought the double on Tatum here. Haven't seen that. Yeah,
not quite here.
Tatum's
just going to take a
step back
from 3 and can't get it to go. Yeah, that was unfortunate because we never got to see Obi play. And it was playing the NCAA tournament.
Really strong move there by Burke, no?
Burks, yes, Burks there.
Yeah.
As it's now a 2-point game. With 10 minutes to go here. Kemba.
Oh, bucket, man. Beautiful. Unbelievable. Nice curl off the screen and roll, going right to a spot on the elbow jump shot. Smooth.
That was either Kemba or Brown. No, it was
also
Kemba.
Oz, I feel like the entire Ball family struggles shooting the basketball.
Yes.
I think the one common thread is because they all learned from their father.
Oh, God. This is Burks here. Replay it. Burks trying to go in for...
Could have been and one there.
Could have been. This is the beautiful...
Cantor did get contact on that. That's a beautiful jump shot.
That is like vintage Kemba, though. That's pretty nice. Burke here at the line, shooting 2. So trying to pull it into... What are you laughing at?
He says, but their father was a legend. He said he could beat MJ one-on-one.
I didn't see him in the Last Dance documentary, though.
He would have paid to be in that.
He would have paid. Yeah, and MJ would have given him one of those faces that he did when he's looking at the tablet.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do we have specific teams, games, or time slots? So we're gonna track the Celtics for a while. We're going to try to track the Celtics as long as they go. We skipped Wednesday's game, which I guess worked out in our favor.
Yeah, it was a really bad game, so it worked out.
But my guess is that we could do the Sunday game probably.
The other games too were I've just had a busy schedule personally in like the past week, and it should be pretty much done on Monday. So then most of the 6:30 games I'll be able to just kind of start doing regularly. So that's typically the C's game, and then I think on the off day I forget who plays at the 6:30.
I love this guy. Well, look at this. Chat is totally on you right now. You do the Knicks playoff game. They didn't even get invited to the bubble, buddy.
Oh my god.
Painful.
This is what happens when you start getting followers. You actually start
Dejected
getting
Knicks
trolled.
fan over here doesn't even like have his jersey anywhere in the frame.
I have a Carmelo jersey. Tatum, that step back, butter. Okay, he's making fun of it with me. We're together. We're friends on this one. He's living through the pain too.
Oh my goodness. What do we got?
Richardson here for 3. Wow, that almost looked good. And then, nope, not going to get back. I mean, it is still a 3-point game. I feel like I have not been paying attention much to the game, more paying chat and answering the questions. So I have to like reorientate myself. And wow, Brett Brown there with I'm surprised they even showed that on TV. Because you definitely could read what he said. Trust me, if the Knicks were on this stream, oh my God, it'd be the greatest thing ever. The day I can find, Tice cutting into the paint, now one-on-one with Joel Embiid. He's going to pull up, nice fadeaway, good bucket.
Oh, he's from Syracuse. We got a Syracuse fan in the chat. Oh dear.
Oh no.
I can't wait until we get college basketball back. If we do this season, because those will be fun games.
Oh, that's not a good shot there by Tybal. You can get a better shot rotation. You got to get the ball inside here. Or not. Yep, now.
Yes, inside, but it's a travel.
Yeah, he walked.
Because the specific team is Duke, so there you go.
He made his move before.
You're saying that his feet moved before his mind.
Yeah, then his mind should have he should have slowed down a little bit because Embiid posted up 100%. Dyer, yeah, one of my best friends actually from school went to Syracuse too. I wonder. He went. He graduated 17. So
Tatum down. Oh no, Tatum traveled. No.
Wait. No. He like weirdly hesitated. He's backing down.
Talking about weirdly hesitating. He just like put the dude on a platter.
Man.
What?
That move is so nice.
That was unbelievable. I thought he was dead to rights here. The spin move, and under, the right-handed finish. Oh my goodness.
Nice. He's so good, and he's so textbook. This was the thing, like when he was coming out of Duke and all that type of stuff. I totally man. You just watch his like Instagram and that stuff. He was always working. He's a bucket, man. He loves basketball. That's how somebody should develop. If you want to develop person, that's him. Tybal, yeah, he's barely played today.
9 minutes.
Yeah, I think the coaches realized that it didn't work out in the first few games for Tybal. He's kind of lost defensively, not defensively, but he just doesn't really generate enough offense. It's kind of the problem there, 100%.
But yeah, not only do we play Syracuse once, we sometimes play them twice.
Yeah, we do actually.
Yes, I have been to several. I think I've been when Jim Boeheim has been in Cameron. There's definitely been a few.
Well, you're probably getting pretty bad deja vu watching Kemba Walker.
Oh God, yeah. Tatum will be top 5 next year for sure, if not already.
Oh, dude, yeah. This is what I'm saying too. He's flips on the same boat as me. 100%. This guy's gonna be a top 5, easy top 5, top 10 player in the next 1 to 2 years.
Well, what benefits Tatum is he's got a coach. He's got one hell of a coach.
Stevens, yeah,
with
dude.
Brad.
He knows how to develop players. 100%.
I mean,
over Boeheim. Quick question, One Pump. Who do you want to take over after Boeheim? And then here, Jamie Coit. Dude, I don't want to.
Coitus too.
I'm just gonna say Jamie. I don't want to butcher it. In the first game, he did well guarding Tatum because then he moved in the matchup with Tatum, and Tatum stopped scoring in the fourth, and they started to tabble him again. Yeah. So, I mean, Jamie should just commentate. That was a great explanation. Thank you. That's what we count on chat for. That's why we have you all.
Well, exactly.
Answer the questions that we can't answer sometimes. But I mean, Ice Flip, I totally agree with you. I think this is going to be the case. We're at a very, right now is a very fascinating time for basketball in the sense of like all the top 5, top 10 players are like 2 or 3 years away from being irrelevant. And being too old to, well, not irrelevant, but too old to play and actually perform. James Harden, he's probably got like 3 years left max. LeBron, 2 to 3 years probably max. Anthony Davis, maybe 4. But like most of these big star players, the only one that's really going to stay for a significant period of time is like the Giannis of the world. And then you're going to start seeing Tatum being the number 1 player, the Luka Doncic's, the KPs, the Devin Bookers. Those become the top 10 players. This kind of like era of LeBron and the other top 10s right now is slowly fading out. It's really exciting to watch because you have like the super top talent of the young, and then you still got like that super old, I'm not gonna say old talent, but older talent. It's really awesome.
So one pump wants Greg Paulus, which is very interesting. Greg
Oh, our
Paulus from
Dookie.
Syracuse, yes, a fellow Blue Devil. He was a senior when I was there as a freshman, way back in the day.
Real quick here, this is just something I want to comment on. Basically, people loving the game of basketball. Last season, Jason Tatum was averaging 15.7 points. This season is averaging 23.4. That doesn't just happen because you go to the gym and you work out. It happens because you love the game. Why hasn't Ben Simmons developed a jump shot? Why does Joel Embiid's game look exactly the same it did 3 years ago, if not worse, because he's out of shape? Because they don't work as hard.
God.
It's just a simple fact. And maybe Philly can't develop their players, but I'm just stating observations.
Is it
I was
blocked?
blocked.
It was an air. No. I just didn't even make it.
Wow, great defense there. And then Tobias Harris is going to have it be able to
Blocked!
throw it up to Richardson. It is a block.
Blocked. Yes, clean block.
Oh, but they're calling the foul and the follow through.
This. Oh, it actually hit the rim. Wait a sec. This would have been goal. Oh, it hit the backboard. It's goaltending. It's goaltending.
It's goaltending.
It's goaltending. It's goaltending.
Yeah. I couldn't see a weird angle from it. He's
Frequent
developed not only
upbeat. So what move should the 76ers make during the offseason? I think we said a little bit.
Yeah, you get rid of Brown, you got to get rid of the contracts, but you can still rebuild with Simmons and Embiid 100%. You're totally fine with that, but I just don't know what you're going to do with all that cap space being taken up by Tobias Harris and Al Horford. And as you can tell in this series, they're not really giving you much at all.
$60 million.
Next year, they're going to have way less cap space because the NBA team doesn't make as much money, right? With the COVID and everything like that. So everything's going to be affected there. You're going to be dealing with extremely high contracts and extremely big contracts on your deals and on your books that you actually can't pay for because you made those contracts on the old TV revenue. So just keep that in mind too. In my move, they got to get
friend.
No. Those your salary cap will decrease.
But I don't know. But those deals are are long term. Like they've been in place for a long time.
Yeah, so they were set back there for the value of it back there.
What a pass down low.
And that Tice move right there. And I think Embiid just broke his finger.
That would be bad news.
Or jammed it or something.
Yeah. 6-point game here with 6:45 left in the fourth quarter. And do or die time, basically, for Philly. Fran, you were saying this is a must-win for Philadelphia.
Yeah, must win, 100%.
Must win. This would bring it to 3-0. And at that point, you might as well bring out the brooms. But Richardson...
and this is pretty interesting here. I mean, Boston's switching to the zone here, and they're easily going to kind of breaking it down. And then the Sixers is switching to a 2-2-1 press.
That's not an offensive foul.
You should pass. Oh, really good defense there by Al Horford getting that passing lane real quick.
Opportunity here for Philly to bring it to a 1-point game if they get the 3 or a
pass
2-point game.
And low.
Back, yes.
Back.
Shoot that one. And there it is.
Yes, that's how you play basketball. Nice.
Inside out basketball.
Beautiful play right there. I've been asking that for so long. Just drop it inside. Good
Fran, sometimes this game is so simple.
It's so simple, and we overcomplicate it all the time.
Sometimes it's so
The only way
simple.
he's skilled, but his butter, dude is turning himself into a beast for sure. Yeah, Ice Flip. If you follow him on Instagram and social media and all that type of stuff, he's a really inspirational person, a really good motivator. It's a lot of stuff he talks about with his mom, having to support just his mom, having that grow up. He's got a really great backstory. He's a really nice, great person as well as his daughter is. I think it's son
Yeah,
or
Tatum
daughter.
does have a kid too. Yeah.
It's beautiful. One pump. The other thing that we're not mentioning here, I'm pretty sure Greg Paulus went back and played basketball or football for Syracuse.
Uh,
Did he come
yes,
back and play
that's
fifth-year quarterback?
it was either that or Ohio State. No, it was Syracuse. It was
or
Syracuse.
dude, Ohio State. Come on.
Well, no,
Greg
sorry. He
Paulus is not
coached.
gonna
He
play
is no,
T-
no, no. He assistant coached at Ohio State basketball.
Greg Paulus ain't gonna do anything.
Yeah. He could have
so-
been a backup.
So this is actually totally off topic. Back to our college conversation. Think about this. College high school football will be going on, but the Buckeyes will not be playing.
Yes. Neither will Michigan.
And neither will Michigan. Weird, right? Very weird.
Yes. I still don't. I don't know if we make it through the season.
Oh, you're saying you think it's going to get shut down?
I think that there is a possibility that it will, and
I think
then
there's too
you
many
will
factors to
have,
control.
and that will be quite a disaster, because then you will have people that said, look at the Big Ten and look at the Pac-12, and they were responsible and they shut it down. And then you said the SEC and the ACC, because they wanted the money, said no, keep going forward, and they put everybody at risk. And now look, you're going back on what you said, and so it's completely irresponsible, and heads will roll.
Oh yeah,
And heads will roll.
Hey, if no, the one positive we may get from COVID is like a whole new NCAA
Or structure at least.
structure. Yeah, exactly. Like all that type of stuff. That may be actually a really good thing that ends up happening, but we don't know that.
Yeah.
It's kind of
What was I was gonna lose? I was gonna say something. We were saying the game was so simple there. As we start, no, we're not even out of. This was a long time out.
yeah. This one's really
God, they're
long.
freaking killing us. No commercials here in real life. We don't like commercials, so you don't have to watch them. So
Yeah,
there
we don't
you go.
want that ad. We don't want that ad revenue.
No, we don't care. Unless it's a commercial for apple bread or apple cake, in which case, if you were here,
Unless we're
during
doing
halftime-
our halftime promoting Amazon products and other things, Amazon pick of the week, those type of things. Yeah, then we can.
we'll the one that
advertise
you
there.
stole with your coffee maker. Are you still using it?
Oh yeah, I just finished drinking the last bit of here. That's why I can't stop talking.
There you go. Did you say you got a soda stream lately?
Yeah, I did get a soda stream.
Oh, jeez.
It's great. I didn't get it off Amazon, but it's great. I had like a LaCroix addiction, a sparkling water addiction. So
and it gave you cavities.
I still don't think that's true.
It is 100% true.
Is it?
Yes.
Shit.
Careful. If you drink a lot of LaCroix, you will get cavities, chat. Careful with that.
I mean, I just drink like 6 a day and look at my teeth. So
as we come out of the Philadelphia timeout, Boston up by a point. 6 minutes to go here, halfway through the fourth. Money time for both teams, friend. This is good. This is good. We've got the game we wanted.
Oh, the mismatch is right there. Easy bucket for Jaylen Brown. He got him on his hip and just had him the whole time.
And he did. They're finishing with the left. Embiid doesn't come over to help. Can't leave his man. And are you ahead of me?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Embiid goes for the reverse layup and he's able to score it in. Do you need me to pose?
I need to pause.
Kemba Walker's going to be bringing up the floor here, guarded by Milton. And then Tice is going to find himself in the corner. He's actually going to shoot the three, and he's going to be short. And Brad Stevens goes full, what are you doing?
As Embiid comes down the floor, and now he's going to back down. Tice, Embiid going one-on-one, and comes up short.
Ooh.
Tice with the rebound. Ooh,
Embiid's got to score that one there. Yeah.
Took the words out of my mouth.
You can't miss that. You can't miss that. It's too easy.
Speaking about not missing, here's Kemba, decides to pass it up, and actually a turnover.
He got it stuck. You see the ball, how it got stuck on his hip? He actually couldn't pass it. That was weird.
I thought he was just going to go up with it.
Very unusual with Kemba. Should have probably just gone up with it. Then Milton's going to drive down to the
Milton.
key here and actually score on Tice. Wow.
And And Philly.
Yeah, Philly somehow is just taking the lead.
Philly with the lead. 90-89, 4:30 to go.
Don't
Where is
fire Brett
Tatum?
Brown.
Where is Tatum? Tatum now with the ball. Screened by Tice. Tatum going to go one-on-one against Embiid. Star versus star. Superstars. No! Tatum comes up just short there with the left hand, with the right hand. And he knew it, too, the second it left his hand. 12-4 run here in the last 3:30 for the 76ers. Embiid looking to pass it down. Horford on the outside. Horford going to go for three. Oh, that would have been a big shot. That is out on Richardson. Foul on Richardson. Either way, it's Celtics ball.
I don't like that shot from Horford.
Well, it was contested, too.
I don't like that.
What
There's no reason to take it. You got 10 or 13 seconds left to move it around. I don't think that was a really good shot.
Like early in the shot clock, contested three on the wing. Like
water, far safer to stick to my Coke Zero habit.
Water right here. Make sure to hydrate, Chet.
Tice looking. He's trying to get the ball to Jaylen Brown here. He's got Horford chasing around the mismatch. Jaylen Brown's going to try to lean into it for the three, and he's going to actually get the call for three, which I don't think so.
Horford can't believe it.
I'd like to see that one again. He definitely stuck his leg out. He's kind of got a James Harden thing going on here. If you grow that beard out a little bit more.
You see Tatum also had like a playoff beard going on?
Yeah, you see, I had a COVID beard.
Yeah, well. Jaylen Brown for three. He does make the first three free throws. Makes the first of three. Game tied once again at 90 apiece. I think I almost was able to read his lips, but not quite.
Yeah, I don't really want to. So this is a pretty interesting. What does the court look like?
What do you mean? There's just like nothing on the right side. As we're looking at, there's just like nothing.
No. Like I want to see the broadcast without all the green screen stuff.
Oh, it's just like a high school gym looking.
Like I wonder what it looks like to them in person. Like there's nothing on the court for them.
No,
they're going to get the steal there. If they can look up, it's 1v4.
This is a 4-on-5.
He's the only one back. They're going to get it to Tatum for the quarter. He's going to drive, get it to Tice, but he stepped out, I think.
No, it was a foul. It was a foul. They called a foul. What are you doing, Boston? You got a 4-on-1.
Dude, just go to his body and get the foul.
Yeah. Instead, they started passing it around the horn and like almost make a mess of the whole thing. Almost end up with nothing. No, some of these are actual stickers on the court, buddy.
No, they're not.
They're not?
No.
None of them?
Nope.
Oh, fancy.
Tice with the turnaround jump hook. He's going to be hard on it. He's going to miss. You'll just realize you'll notice that it comes up on the players. Embiid here is going to back down, move over to the middle, but there's going to be a Tice on foul first.
No shot.
Oh, they called it.
No. They called it on the floor.
He hooked him. No, I thought he hooked him. I thought it was going to be offensive. The main broadcast camera adds all the sponsors' logos. BML are the only.
He got away with that one.
Thank you, Oz. I was right.
Yeah. Actually, they aren't as crisp as like the real thing. You're right. Dude, Embiid, I think got away with throwing the.
They're challenging it.
They have a green light.
That's I had to get a green light to challenge.
Honestly, I think they should have like a play basketball or something. You know how like in football they have the flags? They should like have an equivalent. They should have just like one of the stress balls or something, and they just like chuck it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a really good end to the game. I actually didn't really expect it to turn out like this. I'm glad that it turned out to kind of a close matchup like this. To be honest with you, if you're looking at it from a Philadelphia perspective, you got to be really happy with how your team somehow clawed out of this one. In general, shooting hasn't been that great, but you've actually been able to get the stops. The Celtics haven't hit that many clutch shots. Tatum's been pretty quiet in general this entire game.
Yep.
And Embiid's coming up big. I mean, Embiid's got 26, 13, and you get Tobias Harris with his meek 15 points with 14 rebounds. And really the big push here is Richard Jefferson Richardson having 17 points and Milton also having 17. I mean, it's pretty incredible when you have someone on the starting lineup that makes $196 million over 5 years and he only has 9 rebounds and 6 points.
Horford?
Yeah. I mean, like, come on, man.
So they could change this. It's not flagrant. It's not flagrant. This foul is not a flagrant foul. It could be an offensive
No,
foul.
it's a hook. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
hook.
yeah.
It's like the chicken elbow thing. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
totally. You're
I
not
think-
supposed to do that.
I think that
And it's also really dangerous. You can break someone's arm like really badly. If Tice's arm gets caught there, you can break his arm pretty bad. And Oz, they probably have a lot of analog stuff in case equipment. Yeah, it's true. Compressed air horns at WNBL. I'm sure they got a lot of weird stuff going on. I'm sure
on the side of the Celtics, we were saying how Tatum has had sort of a quiet night. He does have 14 points. It's been on 6 of 19 shooting, however.
that's his average last year.
So, hold on. What?
Interesting. So the explanation is that Daniel Tice initiated the contact and then went into the shooting motion.
Oh my god.
That's a little too technical for me here. He elbowed him and chicken winged him.
Yeah.
But that's fine. And they are muting the stream.
Wow. Okay. Oh, they're muting the NBA stream.
Yeah, they muted the stream. You couldn't hear anything for like 15 seconds.
Yeah, because I would probably
Brad
wanted
Stevens
to say
probably
the same stuff.
Yep.
that
Brad
they said.
Stevens definitely was like, "What?"
Okay. In
Milton
any
here.
case, 3 minutes to go. 2-point game here, and Philly's going to get a crack at it. Speaking of, here we go once again. Embiid and Tice, and Embiid is going to go up, and they are going to give him a foul. So Tice is going to get
Dude,
another
he's straight
foul.
up.
Jeez. And actually, he's fouled out. He is done. That is 6 fouls in what has now become a nail biter.
Dude, Brad Stevens is about to pass out.
He's too young for that.
I mean, chat. I don't know what your opinion on that one is, but I don't think
I would be pissed too.
Yeah, I don't think that's a foul. Dude,
unless they're calling it before, in which case he has both. He has both, but he does do this thing, okay? So that's like the 2 hands on the body. That I get. But then he does go straight up. So either, I don't know.
That's not the biggest one for me.
The one that I thought they did screw up is the chicken wing here. As Embiid is going to go and connect on the first of the 2 free throws. But yeah, all the role players stepping up for both teams here in Game 3. As Frank was mentioning, Harris with 15, Richardson and Milton 17 apiece. On the side of the Celtics, 10 for Smart.
Here. One pump. I'm not actually familiar who Snipe Down is, a streamer or a gamer. We'll be interested. We'll check it out afterwards. Always like to branch out my streaming, my watching.
All right, so here we go. Tie game.
3 minutes to go. Tie game. Yeah, I mean, the best thing we could ask for.
Cantor, going to give this one to Smart. Smart dribbling around. Smart going to go up against the wall that is Embiid. 4 seconds on the shot clock, and Brown is going to try to make something happen. Brown with a tough rainbow. That doesn't even go in. It doesn't hit a thing. Tough position for Brown.
I think
off that shot.
That I don't think. I know Marcus Smart is in these game situations for his defense, but I just don't understand what he's doing with the ball in his hand all the time. Like, listen, I'm not trying
to play point guard.
He's a very good defender. He's someone I would love if I was a coach. I would 100%, 110% have him.
He was so explosive. When he played at Oklahoma State, I remember watching. this game.
OK State, but the ball needs to be in Tatum's, Kemba's, and Brown's hand in these situations.
Wow, Embiid passes right out to Richardson. Oh, that 3 was open. Tatum was late on the rotation. Embiid now calling the shots, basically playing a center point guard. And Embiid going up against Cantor, and he's going to draw the foul. Embiid, at this point, may just win it from the free throw line.
Yeah, 100%.
That certainly seems to be the play. He's going to call his own number on every play. The ball is going through Embiid's hands, and if you're the Celtics, you got to find a way to get it out of them.
Oh my god, I actually kind of do look like this guy. That is pretty funny. I did just look him up one pump, and I actually kind of do look like him. It's pretty good. Good catch. Good catch. When I get a haircut, I definitely look like him. No, this one to my left is my real brother.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Or my, is it right?
I guess it depends which.
I guess it depends which way you're
I don't
watching.
know.
I think it's flipped.
Embiid manages to connect on both of the free throws here. 2:14 to go. 2-point game. And here, once again, Marcus Smart with the ball.
Oh, they left him alone.
You're right. It's so strange because you have Tatum, Kemba, and like.
It's weird, right?
Yeah.
He's
Brown for three. Brown can't connect. Rebound down to Horford. Oh boy.
I'm ahead of you.
Oh, okay.
Let me know when it gets down to Embiid, and then I'll start it.
Okay, so now still looking. Over to Richardson, pass down to Embiid. It's Embiid and Cantor. Embiid the double. They bring the double team. Oh, and passes it right into Smart. There's the
defense. That's why Smart's on the court.
Brown going coast to coast.
All
Brown.
The way.
Yes.
Oh, and one.
The finish with the left, and he will find himself on the free throw line.
Yeah, I thought Embiid was about to block that. I'll be 1,000%. I thought Embiid was.
What a hustle by Embiid. What a hustle by the big man to get down the floor. Look at that play by Marcus Smart. Just lays out his body for him. Woo! Actually, Embiid didn't even have a chance.
Embiid didn't even make it. I mean,
he didn't make
but
it.
Hey, you got to give it credit to the guy. I mean,
he's trucking down the field, down the court.
Easily give up on this play.
Yeah, yeah. I agree.
I respect that greatly. I love to see that. And there you go. You answered Marcus Smart answered the question why he's on the floor. He still hasn't answered the question why he touches the ball on offense, but that's why.
1 point lead for Boston after that climatic turn of events there. And Embiid, once again, trying to call his own number, gets blocked from behind, and Boston is out in transition. Going ahead to Tatum, and it's an intentional foul. That should be a clear path.
No, but it's and one.
It should be a clear path foul. There's nobody in front of him.
Yeah, right?
It should be, unless I have that rule wrong.
I don't think the refs know the rule right now. So
blocked by Tatum. Okay.
I thought
there's nobody in front.
Too. I'm gonna actually agree with.
I don't know what the replay camera did.
Yeah, the replay didn't give us anything. Right?
The replay camera completely failed.
To be honest with you, I actually thought Embiid got fouled. I called it. I even said it. I thought he got fouled.
You think that's a foul on Tatum? This is a clear path foul. You see, Richardson tries to get in front of Tatum. No.
It's clear path, 100%. So.
Yeah. It should be.
Yeah, it should be a clear path. That's such a silly play, man. That's so dumb. I'm so sorry, but I mean, Richardson played a really good game. But that's a tough play to make right there.
What is the?
Damn.
Yes, it is.
It's
okay, confirmed.
That's tough. You can't make that play. You got to in that position. You got to let the guy go up for the layup and just hack him.
Yeah, basically. Because what happens now is basically
now you get the ball in 2 shots.
Exactly. Tatum will take these 2 free throws, and Celtics will retain possession of the ball.
If I was Brett Brown, I'd be so mad. My God. Considering I also thought he got fouled. Wow, that's rare.
Tatum missed the second free throw, left it way short. So it's a 2-point game, but the Celtics will retain possession. So Celtics to inbound here, as Brown is going to inbound right next to Brad off of the Kia logo there. Brown to inbound, trying to get it to Smart. Does so, and Smart to initiate the offense from the NBA logo.
Why is
Kemba?
There we go. Gave it to Kemba. There we go.
15 seconds on the shot clock here. Celtics have an opportunity to set it up, and they will. High screen there by Brown, given to Kemba. Kemba's still going to keep the ball in his hands, trying to take Horford off the dribble. Kemba does so.
Wow.
Kemba!
Oh! He just McGee'd him.
Planted Horford!
I was like watching him in college, man.
Woo! What a play!
The old
Oh
man
my!
could not keep up.
You saw that
Now-
coming from a mile away too. Richardson trying to go for three, hits the side of the backboard. Back to the Celtics here, and Kemba has it. Maybe going to try to slow this slightly down. It's only a 4-point
Yeah, you
game.
don't have to
Philadelphia
foul
still
here. You
an
don't have to-
opportunity.
You
No
don't have to
foul. Just play D. Just play D.
double
Here's
team.
Marcus Smart's going to go
Kick,
up top of meeting at the summit. And Embiid is going to draw a foul.
I'm surprised if he just stands straight up.
Yeah,
doesn't move.
yeah, kind of. Are they all playing on one court? Fran, I thought you said that there were two.
I think there's two. I'm 90% sure there's two. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody, but I think there's two courts.
There's three.
Three venues. There you
there's
go.
Three. The thing is that they're all on the same channel, so they can't start until the game ends because they can't do the. They'll have to do.
They're
the
typically
post-game
pretty
show.
good about it. Like when
They
this
have to do
ends in
pregame.
5 minutes, like the next one will pretty much start.
Yeah.
Just want to catch up on chat here. Triple threat, terrible clear path foul to take. Yeah, 100%, really bad. I was questioning my life, but there's only one court the game. Nope. Or yep. And then we're all good. Bad foul call. He was straight up. Yeah, I actually think so too. Triple threat. I think they called the foul because of the body. He did hit him with the body, but I don't.
6 points.
I thought he was straight up.
Last 30 seconds here. Philadelphia still has a shot. 6 points. Gets it outside. This one to Harris. Harris passes it up. Philadelphia's got to go. There's 22 seconds, and Harris has got to shoot this one, and he will not convert. Now they got to play the foul game, and Horford will give the foul as Marcus Smart comes down with the rebound. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Boston won the 8-point run in the last minute and 56. We're going to make it 2 minutes. Is going to walk away the winners of this one and take the series 3-0. This is the best of 7. So they will need one more. But I don't have a broom next to me, but it may be looking like a sweep at the moment.
I'll get the vacuum. I'll get the Roomba out.
Yeah, get the Roomba. Get the Roombas. It was over after the clear path. Yeah, exactly.
And, unfortunately, the ESPN Gamecast is finished before the stream is finished.
Okay,
so
well, there you
go. You know the score. It was over after the clear path. Just give him the layup. Yeah, 100% triple threat. I mean, that's what I said. I was like, if you're going to foul him in that case, let him start going in the shooting motion. Just hack him and, like, destroy him. You actually saw that earlier in another time. Horford did that to Tatum. Embiid's going to shoot that three, and it's going to be long on it.
I actually feel really bad for Embiid.
Yeah, dude,
he
that's
just
tough,
like
man.
30
How much more can he do?
30-point performance, 13 rebounds, puts the team on his back. I mean, they played well, right? They just not enough here at the end of the game. The Celtics just being able to close it out, making the key defensive plays when they had to, putting the words back in your mouth about the Marcus Smart one.
Yep.
It was still a one-possession game. Yes.
Yeah, 100%. It was one possession.
It was actually
that play opened it to 2 or 3.
No, because he missed the free throw.
He missed the free throw. It was 2 points.
Even after that one. And so it was still a one-possession game even after the clear path foul, and Celtics still managed to close it out.
And also, one pump, they did cover. I did not notice it. Yeah, 6.5.
Yes, they did. Because if you add 6 points to Philly's score, Boston still wins. So that's how the spread works. So one pump now needs just the Clippers to win tonight
for your parlay,
for his parlay to work out. So we will root for the Clippers so that one pump can get his parlay to work out.
But I may kind of want to hopefully hope Donk just scores.
Yeah, they scored in the extra possession. Yeah. So, okay. Well, that's a wrap here from the bubble for Celtics 76ers. We will look to be back on Sunday, I guess, is the next game.
Yeah, there is a possibility that we will do. I still haven't decided. I got to talk to obviously him. If we want to do the Champions League final or we want to stick to basketball on Sunday, and maybe something tomorrow. So we'll see. But we'll definitely be back. Just if you have any questions or comments or when we're gonna start streaming again, just hop in our Discord. It's at the bottom. The link. It's at the bottom. It's scrolling. Also follow us on Twitter. Ask us questions or anything like that. And we'll be more than happy to answer. And now that I'm trying to get rid of this. I have a personal thing that I'm almost done with, so I will be more active and I will be able to start doing more.
Yeah, that's where we're going
You should
next.
see us a lot more. Champions League final would be fun. Yes, I definitely would. 2 very good teams going at it.
When When is
Sunday
it?
at 3:00
Sunday at 3:00. That's noon for me. We might
Eastern.
still be able to make the Celtics. We'll see. We'll see how it happens.
Yeah, we'll
But-
see how it works out.
Yeah.
I don't know if they play at 6:30 on Sunday though. Sunday times change.
Okay. we
Sometimes.
can-
Sometimes.
What's today? The 20th.
Yeah. So that one typically changed. No, but thank you very much for everybody in the chat. Thank you, Ice Flip for the comments as well. Triple Threat, thank you very much. One Pump as well. I just want to go through the list of all the follows that we got here today. We got a lot and really appreciate it. Rule of Law, thank you very much for the follow once again. Triple Threat, Ice Flip 42. And thank you guys. And Frequent Up the Beat, you got us last time as well. Jamie, you got us last time too. So thanks a lot for coming back and sticking around with us. It's really exciting when you guys are able to ask questions and help us out in the chat too. Oz, thank you for answering some questions, and also thank you always for tuning in, especially from down under. We really appreciate it. It's awesome. It's kind of like feels like a community, and you guys are answering each other's questions. We're answering it, and like keep it interactive. We love it. We're going to continue moving forward with this too. So
You know what would be crazy, friend? They do have the times. It's at 1 p.m.
like it ends and we go straight into
Yeah, we could do a doubleheader.
It's true. 2 different sports.
Could
be
do a
down.
doubleheader. Wow. All right, we'll think about it. We'll see how we plan that one out. For all of us here at Real Life Sports, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Whether you're on Twitch or on YouTube, thanks for all the follows. We really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with us. Please come back. Make sure to drop a follow on Twitch or a sub on YouTube. And thank you very much, everybody. Have a fabulous rest of your Friday evening, and we will see you later this weekend. Cheers, everybody, and good night.
Good luck. Hope your parlay hits. After all, take care.